Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Worthless Opinions podcast. We have an absolute banger of an episode lined out for you today. You can see the topics we are going to cover today in the top right corner of your screen, starting with you guys, our comments section. How are y'all doing in live chat, and how are you doing, my fellow panel members?
Pretty baller, not gonna lie.
Doing great. Doing absolutely lovely, especially after that intro. That jazzed me.
Doing good.
It's a glorious day.
My friends say that I have a way with the words.
You do.
A way with words.
I appreciate
What do you mean
it.
by that?
I'm not gonna elaborate. So we wanted to cover just a little bit at the start of this episode. We're not gonna stay here for too long on this topic, but we wanted to cover kind of the comment sections. We've seen a lot of weird comments. We've seen a lot of interesting comments, bad takes, people who are just not paying attention to the video, or just downright freaky comments. So
I
think that's on your end, buddy. I don't think that's on my end. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's on Smurf, bro. That's all Smurf.
Okay.
What do you mean me? I'm innocent.
It is all you, Smurf. It's all you.
Smurf, you know your live streams, bro. Come on, let's be real.
So,
Okay, in my
with
live
that being said, let's start off with Smurf.
Freaks in your comment section.
All of my viewers here are very wholesome. They all are the most family-friendly SFW people I know.
I think that I actually have the most toxic comment section because I have this one guy, Jerome Leslie, and bro, shout out to you. You're a dedicated viewer, and I see you comment on every single video. But he goes, upload this week, please. Like, he's begging me to upload. And he's in my comment section every week. He's begging me to upload, and I don't think that he understands or okay, just in general. Like, I love you guys, and I love you as an audience, and I do my best to make my content for you, but I am just so incredibly busy. So it's so hard for me to make content, but I will be making content next week. I'm on break from school, and I'll have significantly more time freed up later in this year, at least through the new year, to post like 2 or 3 videos a week. So that's what's going on with that. But I've gotten a couple bots, but they're not like NSFW bots. They're like this comment says, appreciate the detailed breakdown. I have a quick question. I have a Safe Pal wallet with USDT, and I have the seed phrase: alarm, fetch, churn, bridge, exercise, tape, speak, race, couch, crater, letter. How can I transfer them to Binance? And I probably just summoned Satan with that string of words. So
Probably.
let's hope that
I don't know what's going on with your comment section. That's what I want to know.
I mean, I think it's just because I've been slacking on the uploads. So
This is the YouTube gods punishing you.
yeah.
The only thing I have to deal with is just the stupid, don't let bro cook again comments. That's about the extent that I have.
I'm small enough still where I don't get any dumb comments. The weirdest things. I have gotten a few, though. But I can guarantee you, once I get to, I don't know, 3K subs, I imagine, maybe more, I can guarantee you those are flowing in. I can almost guarantee that.
No, but Pojo, the reason you don't get as many brain comments is because your audience is so diverse. Like, you just post what you want to post. You're not, specifically Fortnite. Like, you do Fortnite stuff, but
I love that about your content, Pojo. You're just like, this might be a good video topic, and then you just make it. You're not, struggling to find ideas for Fortnite videos or, dealing with the temptation to fall back on making ranking videos until you do get new ideas, which is kind of what I'm dealing with right now. I'm like, so even in I posted my upcoming release schedule, and I'm finally caving. I'm making the video ranking Fortnite maps by how livable they are. Because that's a video that I want to make. But you just do whatever you want. You made a Five Nights at Freddy's movie review. You made a video game adaptations review, which I'm so sorry about the copyright system. That absolutely sucks. When I used to be a movie reviewer on this platform, I had to deal with that all the time. So, but I do have a question for you, and I was wondering, how do you keep that balanced, and how do you come up with new ideas? How do you go about making a new video?
So, I mean, I don't really think it's anything crazy, really. I mean, for Fortnite videos, most of the time it's just reviews for the most part, unless something crazy happens or I just have a weird, goofy concept that just kind of pops up. But the other, like, gaming related topics that are other than Fortnite, obviously, I don't know. It's just what I feel passionate about when I'm like thinking of, okay, what do I want to do for my next upcoming video? I was thinking video game adaptations because people were talking about Arcane Season 2, right? And how good that is. And that made me go back to, oh wow, well, the evolution of gaming adaptations has gone from absolutely atrocious to like hit or miss, where they can be really good or absolutely atrocious still. So I don't know. It just kind of happens. There's nothing in particular I do exactly.
Yeah. So, I was just looking through, because we were on this subject. I was just looking through my comment section, and I guess somebody who, like I mentioned in my chapter 5 review, that I didn't play chapters 1 and 2, and he was like, "Lil bro didn't play the best 2 chapters," and I was thinking to myself, I'm like, dude, I'm probably like 3 or 4 years older than you, like at least. Don't call me lil bro. Don't... So chat, please don't call me lil bro. And I know I probably just opened up the floodgates.
Okay,
but...
low bro.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
but you're like older than me, and you actually like have words to back it
Hey,
up. Like you
how do
have
you know?
10,000 12-year-olds at your disposal who will instantly like
at your disposal.
At my disposal. You made that sound very weird, man. You're acting like I'm put on a list.
Anytime, bro. Anytime.
You're making me sound like I'm put on a list, bro. Holy.
I mean,
Weren't
Nah,
you put in a
but
list though?
what?
Weren't you put in a list though? That's what I heard.
Can neither confirm nor deny.
No comment.
okay.
No comment.
Okay.
Wow. So, ladies and
I
gentlemen,
won't say what kind of
this
list.
podcast has some insane lore,
Oh yeah.
and that's what I was talking about. TWOP ARG win. TWOP ARG win. TWOP analog
Never.
horror. It's just like my play button, like chasing you throughout like an abandoned pizzeria for 5 nights. 5 nights
Say
at
that again.
Rembrandt's.
Say that again. But 5 nights in a pizzeria.
Yeah. 5
Oh.
nights in a pizzeria. You're getting chased by my profile picture.
I
Damn.
feel like I recognize this somewhere.
Yeah, well, no, you don't. This is a completely
little
original
familiar.
idea.
Oh,
This is a completely
familiar.
original idea. Don't.
No, but comments are very brain dead sometimes because you can tell, like, when they stopped watching the video.
Mhm.
Oh,
You can
absolutely.
just, like
I hate
you're
it when somebody
watching-
like disagrees with a point, or like somebody like makes a point that I make like 30 seconds later, and they just never watch to that point.
Yeah, they're like, oh, how could you forget about this? Or it's like, well, did you take into effect this? And it's like, yeah, I did. Watch the video for like another minute.
Can't be bothered to do that.
Oh
Bro,
no!
Or they're just
I need to
comment on
I need to form my. Oh no, but I need to form my own opinion before I watch the video. So
Exactly.
yeah,
Much of an inconvenience to watch just 1 minute longer, or just to finish the video.
yeah.
Too difficult.
It's just so frustrating too when you get like a good pitch, and pitches most of the time, come from a place where there's like people are gonna get strong opinions from it. Like the whole, the return of Chapter 1 ruined Fortnite, and people are immediately like, oh my god, it's not going to. You're so stupid. And they don't watch your video to listen that you 110% agree with them.
Right. They just go off the title of the video. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like, of course you have to, like, it's a question. You're proposing something that's a...
Like,
don't know,
bro,
it's just-
even if I see a YouTube video with like a stupid opinion, I'll be like, okay, I'll at least like hear where they're coming from. Because I'm not just gonna immediately start hating because of their opinion. I want to hear where they're coming from because sometimes I watch their videos and I realize, like, damn, like they're right.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's too logical, though.
Oh yeah.
Right,
facts.
exactly.
But I
It
mean,
makes
that's
so much
just...
sense.
It's just, I don't know. I feel like it's just part you have an understanding at a certain point that it's just part of every video. Like you just have to let it breeze over. But some
you
people,
just have to
some
deal
of them
with
are a
it,
little bit
right?
extreme.
I just
Yeah.
I just made a video a couple weeks ago, which by the way, shout out to you guys in chat. Mr. Derp Guy, we are going to cover the season review. We're talking about the community. We'll be on this for like maybe 10 or 15 more minutes and then we'll get into our thoughts on the season. But I want to say hi, Kirby Lover is in chat, finally here for a stream. We appreciate the support. And Mr. JOY,
Yes,
what's going on?
sir.
How you doing? How you doing?
Yes, sir.
But on that topic, Twisty, I made a video and I spent like the first 3 minutes of the video and I was like, guys, I'm just gonna yap for a little bit about my comment section, and respectfully, if you want to skip, I understand. So you can skip, right? But so I put a time code on screen and a bunch of people skipped it. It had horrible retention, but I'd say like it had 50% of people were watching that that segment of my video where I was talking about my comments, and I was just saying this is getting a little bit ridiculous. You guys are not really putting any effort into your comments, and I've always said that my comment section is an open book. We can talk about anything, anywhere. You know what I'm saying? But like we can talk about any topic. We can talk about anything in my comment section, but the problem is everybody just doesn't really talk about anything meaningful. They're just like, "Lil bro didn't do this. L take, L opinion." Which thank you for the engagement, but if we could have a little bit more constructive comments, because that's what I'm trying to build. That's what I'm trying to do on this platform. And that was a super convoluted way to say that. But I think what I'm trying to build, and I think what we all are trying to build, is a strong community who can talk and discuss and bounce opinions off of each other. That goes beyond just, oh, we're talking about a silly video game that's arguably made for people younger than me.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it's definitely made for people younger than me.
Oh,
I got
Fortnite,
made fun of by a 12-year-old because I still play Fortnite. Like,
dude, I'm
No, second
Caleb
thing
and I talk
is-
about that all the time.
No,
I
second
think
thing is
the-
Fortnite content. Sucky thing is Fortnite content is just naturally gonna like kids are just naturally gonna watch it even if your content is like geared
Yeah.
towards a more older audience. Like kids are gonna
Mhm.
watch your videos still, and it sucks because those kids are just stupid.
Yeah,
well,
I mean
okay,
that's just
that's a pretty big generalization, Smurf. And I think all 10,000 of the 12-year-olds who are currently subscribed to you are gonna rethink their subscription. But
Yeah, they should. I don't want no
At his
children on my. I
disposal.
don't want no children on the
They're-
page. Ooh.
They're at his disposal.
Dude, you lose all your subs. You had no children on your page.
Well, it looks like we're not going to be getting that elbow reveal now.
I hate kids.
dang Smurf. It's down to 7K now. It's crazy.
Dude, as we speak.
Oh my
Momentum
gosh,
update,
it just
dude,
dropped
bro.
by another 2K. This is
I
the
bet that-
most subscribers lost in a single
Holy crap!
in a
Negative
single
one.
minute since
No
James
way.
Charles posted that one video.
-1.
Negative one. Holy. No way.
I think like, oh my gosh, I was gonna make a joke, but then I like pulled a Joe Biden and like I completely forgot what I was gonna say.
All right, bro. I'm gonna
So-
call someone out real quick. Aggro,
gosh.
on Airbuds, can you please stop reacting freaky on all of my songs?
Chat, do not at me. Chat, don't at me.
No, at
You mean,
Aggro.
bro?
Cancel him on Twitter.
Please at
That's
That's not me.
Aggro.
That's not me.
What you-
That's
What?
not me.
Oh, you're right.
That's not
You're
me.
right.
Man. That's my twin. That's my twin.
You're right. Oh, all right. Facts.
Mr. JOY, yeah, I feel like my comments have been improving just a little bit over like my last couple videos as well. Of course, those were posted like 2 years ago, so I don't really know. Hopefully I can get around to posting a video this next decade, but
It's a realistic goal to have.
this next decade when I'll apparently
Yeah, I
be
know.
72 because I'm too old to play Fortnite, but whatever.
Nah, I'm playing Fortnite till it goes
That's
down.
twisted.
I'm like 20 years away, so we're
Fortnite
close.
might be the it just might be like the anchor being of our reality, like how in Deadpool and Wolverine they introduce like anchor beings, and like if it dies the entire reality dies. Yeah, I think that's what Fortnite is. I think it just I think it's a force that just transcends time and
Fortnite
space.
is this universe's anchor beam.
That's what I think it's Tim Sweeney's this universe's anchor beam. We're gonna get purged by the TVA if anything happens to him.
Mhm.
Pro Zero, what's going on? How you doing?
Called Unk in your comments.
Yeah. Well,
I don't
Twisty
know.
isn't
Everybody,
because he's actually like 96 or something like that.
I was gonna
but
say, I think most people don't know that I'm older, so that's a benefit.
I mean, shoot,
people
I
in my
didn't until like
people in my comment section have said that they're like, "Whoa," they're like, "Rim, you're older than Twisty for sure." And then I'm like, "No, I'm not. I'm really not.
not even close.
No.
I'm like almost
That's
a
what me and
decade
Clint were
younger
talking
than you,
about.
bro. Like that's nuts."
Because me and Clint were doing that interview, and he was like, "It's like, yeah, just age different." I'm like, "You're like 3 years older than me." Crazy.
Wait, that's actually crazy. But
That's how the world works.
I just want to ask you a question. How does it feel to be like, because you're kind of on the outside looking in, how does it feel to be like a Fortnite content creator and literally, or not literally, but most people in your some sorry.
Yeah, how does it feel to be an unk in a
You can do
CJ?
this.
No,
How does it feel to be old?
somebody in the chat just said, "Is Dagwummy on this podcast?" Dude, you're
Yes,
never
yes,
gonna.
he is. You're not beating the allegations, man.
But like Twisty, almost everybody in this niche that we're in, except for like I think maybe Mr. J, maybe no Clark definitely, but maybe Mr. J is younger than you. Like, how does that feel?
What do you mean?
How does it feel to be an unk in a sea full of jits?
Yeah. How does it feel to be? How does it feel to be an unk in a niche with a bunch of skibbity sigmas making these alpha beta riz content?
All right, bro, you're dragging it.
It feels like I am a 22-year-old that's making Fortnite content. That's what it feels like.
And you know what? We live in the world where there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, you trying to like age shame me here or something?
Dude, I am not. I
don't know.
I don't know. I think me and Brivy should just retire.
Man.
From this.
Yeah,
You guys
honestly,
obviously don't like adults. That's,
obviously, I just can't hang with you guys
Your
anymore.
channel.
So it's
Yeah, I hate kids. I hate adults. I hate everyone.
let me flip that question to you. How's it feel?
Rock your own
How's it feel to
stand,
be
bro.
a child?
Yeah, I am a child. I am a child, and that's why because I have a job. I have a 9 to 5. Other than this stupid little YouTube thing that I run, not the Worthless Opinions podcast. I mean my channel.
You mean 9 to 5?
Yeah, I have a 9 to 5.
Aren't you like-
It's called school.
Hey, me too.
And then I have football practice after school.
No.
And I don't have time to make
School ain't a 9
content.
to 5.
Bro,
Okay, well I do. I do, bro. So
Rim's
like,
not
how
real.
many
Well,
money is money?
I'm working an 8 to 6.
Rim is not
Hey,
real.
Oh no, an 8 to 6.
it's not real.
Bro, I work
I'm working
like
at
all
24
day.
25, bro.
I work all day from like 6 till like 12 at night, brother.
Oh,
I want to go back
I'm
to high
sorry.
school.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I guess I'm just not dedicated enough. I do have like the worst
You're not,
time
Riv.
management
You need
skills on the planet, if I'm gonna be honest.
No,
Just
mine
get
are
some
worse.
dedication.
Mine's worse, I promise.
Just get some dedication.
No, Rim, you need to stay at school all day.
You know, the thing is, Twisty and
Edit your
everybody else
videos
on the
while
panel.
you're in
edit your
Currently-
videos during class.
Currently,
Yeah, that's what I do.
I'm in the
I'm
thick
not
of
even
it.
joking.
And
I actually do that, I'm
everybody
not even joking.
knows.
Oh my
They
God.
know me where it snows.
No,
I
no,
skied
no,
in and they
no,
froze.
No,
Okay,
No,
what are you
no,
saying? Please
no,
stop.
no.
I
Next
don't know,
topic,
no,
next
nothing
topic.
about no
Excuse
ice.
me.
I'm just cold. All right, next topic. Next topic.
My suicide note, like all the way.
Okay,
So wait, Smurf, you said
so Aggro just said that. I don't think you can say that. We're gonna get banned.
No, we're not.
No, we're not.
So you said you edit your videos in class, Smurf?
Yep.
Yeah,
Who doesn't,
on his
bro?
on his
And I still
phone.
got-
On his
and I still
phone.
got-
That is so
yeah,
cool.
and I still got straight A's.
Tough,
I am him. I am him.
I mean, I got like
That's
C's
tough.
and D's, but I also edit my videos in class, so I can't say it.
Hey, you know what? It ain't nothing wrong with that, because guess what? I had all A's in high school, and guess what it got me for college? Not nothing, so it don't even matter.
Damn.
Hey, and guess
For real?
what, Aggro? Guess what? You're gonna be making bank as a YouTuber, so you won't even need college.
Exactly.
Yeah, guys, I'm gonna turn into
We're
the
all
next
gonna
episode
be
gay for
we're
sure.
all gonna be making bank. We're all gonna be at VidCon, and we're all gonna be or like TwitchCon or like whatever. I don't really know. but we're all just gonna have like a booth, and we're gonna like say what's up, y'all, and except for Pojo, because Pojo's never gonna reveal anything about his name or face because he's currently in witness protection. But
Yeah.
From Raid Shadow Legends, they're tracking
I'll be there.
down.
I'll be there. I'll be
Raid
there.
Shadow, he'll just be wearing like
I'll be there.
wearing like a
I'll just be
Peely
hiding from
costume.
Willy, bro. I'll just be hiding from Willy.
Pojo, you should go there wearing like a Call of Duty like ghost mask.
Yeah,
No,
just wear
no.
what you're.
Even better.
Just
You
show
know
up.
those skin tight Jonesy mask things.
Yes.
I'll wear
Yeah.
one of those, bro. That'd be so tough.
or just show up and just pretend to be like pretend to be just a random dude like attending the convention, and then you come to our table and then like you say a keyword to us so we know it's you. I put my little Rembrandt signature on like your hat or whatever, and then you're like, boy, the sun sure is bright today. And then I'm like, what are you talking about? It's literally pouring rain. And then I'm like, oh yeah, that's Pojo.
You should say the sun beaming.
The sun beaming.
I was the creator.
The sun
No,
beaming.
no. I just say Happy Wednesday, bro. I just say Happy Wednesday.
You gotta say the
Happy
whole
Wednesday
you
on
gotta say the
top.
whole thing. You gotta say Happy Wednesday, waking up with a prayer and a plan. You gotta say the whole thing.
Facts, bro. Facts. I'm def doing that.
So, do you guys want to move on to the next topic, or
Yes.
we want to?
I'm down.
I think I'm.
And you know we're gonna get sidetracked within like 30 seconds anyway. So
Oh, yeah.
the Chapter 2 remix review. Hey, is that a squirrel? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. That was a really bad joke. So we're going to start reviewing Chapter 2 remix, but the first thing we have to start with is the live event. So after having not even 2 weeks, dude, like 2.5 weeks, which is crazy. After having 2.5 weeks to think of,
that's more.
I mean, yeah, more. After having more than 2 weeks to think about it and to let it simmer, then what do you guys think about the live event that we had? Starting with Aggro. Aggro, what are your thoughts? We'll go from left to right on this panel.
My bad, I was muted. With the live event,
Yeah. What are your thoughts on the live event?
pretty trash, but a great way to end off the chapter, man. Because I got to see Ice Spice. And also,
Okay.
I knew it. I knew it was gonna say, bro.
Went from a 1 to a 10 for you, Aggro.
Oh, for sure, bro. As soon as Ice Spice came out and she
Hey.
turned around, man,
Like,
you know,
dang, she
you already know.
Like,
Have
dang,
any of you
she
guys
hum-
used her NPC yet?
Yes.
She is
not.
terrible,
Yes.
bro. She just gives you icy feet every 5 seconds.
Bro.
I use her for the chiller.
No, not
not
even
the
just
chiller.
that,
I
though.
use her for the chili chugs though.
Dude, she was just throwing them at herself today. She wasn't even hitting me. It's pissing me off, dude. I made her
All
stay
the
in the storm.
NPCs suck, bro. Eminem sucks, Snoop Dogg sucks, and Ice Spice. They don't do anything, bro. Someone was shooting at me. He didn't res me. He walked away. He walked the other way, and then he won't even come when I'm in a car, and he won't spawn there. What is wrong with the NPCs, bro? How do they get dumber?
Snoop Dogg?
It's actually crazy.
It should be
Snoop
optional
Dogg's
that
like
you
the
can
only
hire
one.
them.
Yeah, I just mostly
Snoop Dogg.
command
You can
them to stay
dismiss
back.
them.
Yeah.
Oh,
Immediately
I didn't
after.
know
Yeah,
that.
you can just
I
like
really want to.
auto kill them.
Especially Ice Spice. Get rid of her immediately.
Mhm.
Gra-
Yeah.
They should missed opportunity
nerfed
to
her
call her
yet, so I
grappler
really
the
want to kill them.
grappler.
No, that good thing they didn't do that.
It's
Yeah.
not a
Ice
missed
Spice.
opportunity.
Ice
I would
Spice
have
is
eliminated
grappler.
myself if they did that.
Oh,
That was a missed opportunity. They
Ooh.
dodged a bullet. Thank goodness, bro. Thank goodness.
dude, come on. That's like a G. Why? What's so bad about that? They've already like completely like sold themselves into this rapper theme anyway. Why not go all out?
That's just self-parody at that point.
Oh
Yeah.
grappler.
Yeah, nah. I'm
Oh my
good.
gosh.
Oh, no.
I'd really quit the game.
And then it's Ice Spice's.
You're like
Yeah.
these people who are like, oh my gosh. Back to the community thing real quick. I saw this post on Twitter, and it was like it was somebody saying, if Fortnite OG doesn't have the old graphics, old movement, no sprint, no no mantle, and no turbo building, then it's not worth playing. And I'm like,
That's when I jumped off of the highest point at Tilted Towers. Where's the highest point at Tilted Towers? That's the clock tower, right?
I would think so.
Probably,
Yeah.
That's when I jump off of the clock tower.
I would just jump off the statue at Mega City.
No glider redeploy.
Yeah, that's.
Well, I mean,
Dude,
it's not just Mr. Derp Guy. It's not just toxicity. Mr. Derp Guy said the Fortnite community can be toxic sometimes. It's not just toxicity. It's like
just everyone's
sheer
dumb.
stupidity.
Everyone is dumb except me. I am the only smart person in this whole
Smurf is the
community.
only smart member of the Fortnite community.
I respectfully disagree. I think I'm pretty smart. But whatever.
Agree. No.
Listen
Hang
here.
on.
I have straight A's in class. I edit all my videos in class. I'm still able to keep a consistent upload schedule, and I make peak content. What can I say?
Do you have a degree?
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you in college right now? No, I don't think so.
Should have all the time I come out of the womb.
Going on my 3rd degree. Catch up, buddy. Smurf, just go back in time. While you're in class, just figure out like some way to create a time machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're so smart, bro.
Yeah, you're so much better. So I mean, it honestly wouldn't surprise me.
Aggro, can
Tony
we stop
Stark had
sending
ass.
freaky stuff into the DMs?
No.
That's
I'm
not
gonna
freaky.
continue to send freaky stuff into DMs.
Dude, that's not
No,
freaky. That's just a fact right there. I mean, look at that.
Okay.
That's just real, bro.
Dude. For those of you who
That's
don't
the next
know,
nice fight.
for those of you who don't know, it's a picture
No,
of the green.
no, don't tell them.
No, stop.
Don't tell them. Don't tell them. Don't tell them. Don't tell them.
Hey, this is private. This is defamation if you say anything.
All right, I've been ousted. I've been outvoted, so I'm not gonna say anything. Chat, I apologize. Anyway, Brivy, what were your thoughts on the live event?
I actually didn't get to watch the live event live because I think I was at work or something. But I remember, I was like playing. I think I was doing something after, and then Matt Pout, one of my Discord mods, he was actually, I can read you the exact DM. Hold on, give me 1 second.
But that's just a theory.
He said,
Not that.
Dang it.
he said, hold on, give me 1 second. He said, the live event was the most appalling thing I've ever seen. You did not miss out on anything at all. You're lucky you couldn't watch it. So I was like, okay, dang. So I think I watched it like on YouTube or something afterward, and I was like, yeah, I could see why people didn't like it. I personally didn't like hate it. I just my question for it is like, who asked? You know, like I feel like just nobody asked for it, and it was literally just a 10-minute concert of Snoop Dogg and Ice Spice, and it's like, who asked for it? That's my only question about it. It's like, and it's like, it wasn't like, some of it was cool, like the end part where the sky got all, I can't even remember, it got all like cool graphics and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, it was cool, but like, what did it actually have to do with Chapter 5 at all? Like, they completely threw away the time that they had with Chapter 5 with the event. Like, they didn't acknowledge the fact that we were leaving Chapter 5. They were just focused on Remix, and I just don't really. Even though I didn't really even like Chapter 5, I don't respect that at all. Like, at least give a little bit of tribute for the chapter that the live event occurred in. Like, at least give some credit. Like, give us like a recap or something. I don't know. It just didn't make a lot of sense to me.
Yeah, I was definitely a little bit weirded out by that. That was a little bit strange, but what are your thoughts, Smurf?
What the?
On the live event?
Okay. Oh. Maybe. Smurf?
You live?
Earth to Smurf.
He's too smart for the chat.
We're hating the live vid so much you have to leave.
Hold on, he's typing. He said his VC's bugging.
Why don't we just
Here,
move on to
I'll-
Pojo
I'll-
before he
I'll
comes
go.
back?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pojo, well...
I got you. So, live event, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was mad goofy, bro. Here's the thing, right? My big thing was, like Brivy said, here's the thing. Story for me doesn't really matter. I'm going to be fully transparent here. I'm not a cyan, right? Like this isn't my deal.
Oh, we
But
should talk about him in a second. But
there's there's gotta be there has to be something that relates to these rappers or something, right? Like here's the thing. I'm cool with Fortnite, goofing off using these collabs and using them and implementing them into story and how these live events work and whatnot. There's got to be some merit. Like, why would we pick Snoop Dogg and Ice Spice to perform, Times Square live for us to move into Chapter 2? Once again, I get the theming for rappers, right? For Chapter 2 remix. How does that relate to Chapter 5? At that point, just end the chapter, just black screen, and then just move into Chapter 2 remix. Honestly, that would make more sense.
Right.
It just doesn't make any... As it was, I don't think it was the worst live event. I still think Fracture was worse, but this wasn't it, man. I just don't know what they were thinking when they were, saying Snoop Dogg and Ice Spice, this will get everyone watching the live event. A lot of people did watch the live event, but no one liked it. It just didn't work the way they wanted it to. It was super buggy and it just wasn't the best quality.
So I didn't watch it either. Well, I watched it live, but I wasn't playing like live. I think I was on a bus going to a church camp. So I had all my friends with me, and we were all on the bus, and we were all watching the live event together. That was one of the most fun experiences I think I've had this year. It was so funny because we thought it was going to be serious. We thought it was going to be like a storyline thing, and they were gonna have like Mephisto, and it was gonna be like a battle or whatever, and then it just turned out to be like a live streamed concert from from Times Square with like Ice Spice just shows up, and we just start dying laughing. We're like, why is Ice Spice here, and why is Snoop Dogg Midas? But after having 2 weeks to think about it, honestly, the king of hot takes strikes again because I actually like the live event now.
Oh, no, you don't.
Oh, you're lying.
No, you don't.
I just said no one liked the live event. You can't do this to me, man.
Literally, the only thing that was wrong about the live event is how it was built up.
Now that he was trash.
Listen. If they would have said this is a creative concert and not tied it literally to the day before this new hyped up season comes out, no one would have had a problem with it, right?
That is what I'm talking about. That is
imagine
the
back in chapter.
It worked. Thank God.
Imagine back in chapter 3, they're like, "Oh, here we go. We're going into the next season, Kid Leroy concert." Like, it doesn't matter if that's a cool experience for what it is. As a live event, I think it's subjectively just not good. Like,
okay,
I don't know.
I
compared
respect,
to every other
opinion.
live event.
I respect that opinion, but it's not necessary. I think that
I just
if
don't
you
think
like
it meets the requirements
I think if you
of
do
a live
a
event.
little bit of digging, then I think that the storyline actually doesn't even that's not that part about it isn't even that bad. But again, I think like baseline like quality of the live event, it was cool to see the like going back and looking at it now, like it's cool to see that Epic actually had that much dedication for the live event, and they tried to give us like a surprise, like, hey, this is a cool thing that we're trying to do for you, and it just kind of fell flat on its face, which I get why it fell flat on its face, and I still dislike the fact that it wasn't built up like a live stream or like a live concert from Times Square instead of just a normal like storyline led live event. I do dislike that fact. However, I think with what we did end up getting with the concert with Snoop Dogg, I think that was cool. And I think the cinematic effects of the live event, obviously the production value always with Fortnite is just incredible. And then the trailer at the end, I was laughing the whole time on the bus to church camp, but in hindsight, it actually works. And in hindsight, this season is actually really good, and I think that this is actually better than what we would have gotten if it was just rapper themed. So I know that that's definitely a hot take, but I actually do like the event.
I kind of agree.
Everybody instantly.
I just don't like. I'm not disagreeing with you that it wasn't Like, I'm not saying it wasn't impressive. I'm saying in the lines of labeling it as a live event, it's just like I can't feel bad for Epic because we've already been in this before. Like, they know what they did with Fractured, how much it was built up.
Yeah, and they kind of
and
just
then they
repeated
know,
the same mistakes.
They knew there's no way nobody at Epic Games was like, nah, everyone, like, someone had to point out, like, this is not going to fly with the majority of the community. Like, there's no way they thought it was a good idea.
But that's what I'm thinking. That's why I'm saying that's why I'm going to say that I think that the live event that we're going to have at the end of this month is going to be one of the best of all time.
I just
and that's
feel
what
like
I'm
it's gonna
expecting it to
be
be one of the best of all time. Just because they're building it up as a concert on the island, and they're saying that it's going to be. And as long as it is that, I know what to expect. And from what I've seen from live Fortnite concerts that have taken place on the island, those are some of the best live events of all time. I mean, you think the Travis Scott event, if we get something even remotely close to the Travis Scott event, then that would be amazing, and that would be a perfect way to end off.
But I think you're missing a key point with that. Is the concerts are cool, but it's like for the transition into chapters, like they just don't make sense.
Yes,
right.
like
That's what I'm saying.
It makes sense because of the season's
bro.
theme.
You just had
It
one.
didn't make sense
it's like,
last
look,
season because of last season's theme, but it makes sense this season to have a concert as an event because it's a music themed season.
No, but here's the thing.
How will Juice World bring us back?
Yeah,
these rappers bring us back into Chapter 6. How will they advance us further into the development of Fortnite? Right? Like
I don't know. Let's see. Let's log on to the live event on November 30th and find out.
What is Juice World going to do to bring us into a Japanese samurai themed season?
We did the same thing with Big. We did the same thing with Big Bang. Listen, the Eminem stuff was cool. Like the concert, that concept is cool. But the thing about it, are these concerts were cool. Like outside of Eminem, like Ariana Grande, Travis Scott. Like they were cool because they were exactly what they were supposed to be. They were just a spectacle. They had no impact like on the game. But that's the issue. Is like, yeah, if we had say like halfway through the season, we had it where like Snoop Dogg and them are doing a concert. Like that'll be cool.
Yes,
people
I 100% agree.
People are going to turn on this, not because they think the concert's going to be stupid, because it's cool when they do, like, the whole concert thing, but they're going to get mad because what's going to happen is we're going to go to that concert, right? Servers are going to shut down, we're going to go into a black hole or something, and then bam, we're going to be at Chapter 6. And it's not the storyline thing, it's just like it just feels like they don't respect the transitioning between chapters.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. A concert should not be a transition. That just, to me, that doesn't work.
I get that, but
no, the thing is too,
with the leaks and stuff, it's not going to be all a concert, is what I'm saying. And I think if they have, I think if
listen,
they have
it's not
going to
be all a concert, but it's going to.
Then
Eminem wasn't just a concert, but it didn't make any sense. It was like rocket racing and like all that other stuff. Like it wasn't just a concert. It was still trash though.
Like, yes, but I'd say it was a transition because of
Okay. No, I don't like saying this, but those events feel so much like a hashtag ad. Like it's just hey, rocket racing, Lego, Eminem, and he's gonna sing like a Juice World song, and then Juice World's gonna come in, he's gonna start rapping, and then the island's gonna blow up, and then we're gonna go into Chapter 6 somehow. And it just makes no sense.
How did we get to the Chapter 5 island in the first place?
They're obviously I'm fine if they try to advertise stuff to us, but like make it in a way so like it doesn't feel like we're being advertised to. Because Big Bang and the concert felt like we were being advertised to.
Exactly. It feels like with the chapters being lower, like think about Chapter 5, right? And I think even Chapter 4, Tim Sweeney admitted that they were going to the new engine, so that was the main reason of going to Chapter 4 so quick. But the thing is it's like, Chapter 5 didn't feel like, okay, at least to me, there didn't feel like anything, like any reason to go to the chapter. It just felt like, hey, we want to do this metaverse thing, let's launch it with a new chapter, and then we'll figure it out as we go. And I think that's why they implemented so many changes that nobody was asking for, like movement differences, the graphics, like bullet drop, because I think they were just trying to compensate on BR side, because the motivation to go to the next chapter wasn't because of BR, it was because of the metaverse stuff.
Yeah, so you had a bunch of new mechanics that were like half-baked and stuff, like the weapon mods. Like they didn't add a single new feature relating to weapon mods since Season 2, which is actually insane. Like that's.
And I think that's why people are concerned with this, is because I would argue that if this goes down the route of just being a concert, at least with Chapter 4, we had the stuff appearing on the island to go back to OG, and even though it was like an ad technically, like at least they were showing us like new game modes that we were gonna play, and then like teasing the Halloween stuff, like the little Halloween universe that ended up coming to the island for Fortnitemares. But like,
Yeah,
I swear, if we just get Juice World and all this at the end, because I feel like Juice World is gonna be the main appeal to this. Like I feel like the end is just gonna be a reveal for him.
sure.
He's gonna have some concerts or something, and then we're going into a black hole. Like
yeah, no,
I just-
it's
You
like
know what?
it just feels
No,
it just
Master,
feels disingenuous.
I want to thank you for those are great points, and yeah, I agree with the points, and I agree with what you said. I still like the live events in a vacuum. I agree with the fact that concerts shouldn't end a chapter. Concerts are cool though, and um, without context, I think that like in a vacuum, I think that shoot, I forgot. Remix Prelude was a good live event. But when you take into account that it was after a Marvel season, to end off a Marvel themed season where now we have Satan, literal Satan on the island, it was just weird.
yeah,
Right?
okay,
Like,
listen, the
that
problem is
context
the
makes it
thing with
weird.
this- it
But
wasn't
the
just-
live event itself.
It's not
is
even like a
good if you
storyline
ask
thing you
me.
need to finish. Like no one cares about the storyline. I mean, there are people that are, but like the storyline isn't even that good. But like you still need some type of ending to a chapter at the
100%
end of the
agree.
day.
Yep.
Like even
no, dude.
even
It's
chapter 3, the live event was ass, but the reason why it was at least better than this is because like it's still
There were
linked to the
story reasons.
actual cohesion of
Yeah.
the season and brought us to chapter 4. It made sense why it did that.
Right, like
We're
they
just
didn't,
like
they
watching
didn't do
Ice Spice
anything.
on a screen in New York. Like that makes no sense. What do
They
you
didn't do
like-
anything for Chapter 5. Like they did Chapter 5 so dirty. I don't even like Chapter 5 that much, but like it feels like they just
that's what I'm saying.
abandoned.
Like, I don't even care that much. But
Yeah,
like,
and it wasn't
was
like
just a
they
stupid
even.
event.
It wasn't even like it was a concert where it's like, okay, at the end there was like a little teaser of us going to the OG island or anything. They straight up just threw you back into a BR match and were like, yeah, leave up BR servers for 4 hours. It's gonna go down like traditional game time, and then bam, you're out of the chapter the next day. Like surprise.
It's
Like,
dude,
what?
and the thing is, it's so like if there's one thing you should do to end off a chapter, it's at least try to have some cohesion with the story, like Fracture. Okay, there was no cohesion. The Herald blew up, and we just ran around collecting eggs or whatever the hell we collected. And after that, like we were on the Chapter 4 island, but it made sense because the island was at least like split, and we had to like bring it back together.
Yeah.
So there was story reasons. Like, what story reason was there for Snoop Dogg and Ice Spice dancing in Times Square, and then all of a sudden we're on the Chapter 2 map? Like,
How are we even in
where's
chapter
the
2 right now? Like, how did that even happen? How did we get here?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. How
Like,
how
maybe
would
chapter 4, how they get the time machine or something.
I feel like there should be at least like some sort of base knowledge that you can like grasp and stuff of the storyline, rather than having to watch like 10,000 Cyan videos on like the state of the storyline. Because I don't want to have to watch a 10-hour video explaining like, oh, Chapter 2 remix, it's a dream while Hope and Jones are going to Chapter 6. I just want to know what's happening without having some stupid ass theory.
Yeah, I agree. It's like I thought they were setting it up as to, it's a Marvel season. Fantastic Four has a lot to do with time travel, so I was like, oh, they're gonna like tie that in somehow because they were teasing them the whole season. It's like that could have been what brought us back to the Chapter 2 map to like stop Doom somehow. And like that's just crazy that like I've seen so many people that even put more thought into it, but they came up with 10 times better explanations for stuff that wouldn't have been that hard for Epic to do, but Epic's just like, nah. Like
That's what I'm saying, bro. They just
the
end everything
Halloween
off.
event, they put more effort into explaining the Halloween event that doesn't even need lore reasoning than they did moving on from the chapter. Like that is crazy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bro, they just like they give up on their ideas like 2 weeks into the season, and then just like throw random stuff in, and it's like here's Ice Spice and Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, it's like
Chapter 5 was such an interesting time.
it's
Sure
just
was.
and that's my biggest fear is like a lot of you guys have said, it's not my favorite chapter. It's like not even close. Like, but I still enjoyed playing it. But the thing is like I'm scared that like we're just gonna keep going downhill from here. Like with Chapter 6, like it's just gonna double down. And if it doubles down, I don't know, especially with that Chapter 1 mode and reload and stuff. Like I don't know if I'll even care about main BR if it keeps going that way.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Because like it's like I was talking to Clint, dude. I played like ever since like season 3 and 4. I played Reload like 2 or 3 times more than I played BR.
See, but that's the thing. That's why I'd argue that the metaverse is a good thing. And let me explain myself for a second. You play Reload a lot more than you play BR, correct?
Yeah, but I'm not saying that's a bad thing.
Yeah, no, me neither. Because I play BR a lot more than I play Reload. So these experiences are very subjective. Let's say we have somebody who plays which is extremely unrealistic. I get it, but let's say we have somebody who plays Lego Fortnite and really enjoys it and plays it more than Reload and Battle Royale. Ideally, this is what the metaverse provides. It provides a way and an outlet for everybody to have their own personal experience inside of Fortnite, and for Fortnite to be something that they can they can be whatever they want. It can be whatever experience they want, and it can be there's a game for everything, and there's a game for the people who have played Fortnite 6 years ago, but they fell out of love with it in season X, so they're gonna come back for the OG mode, but they're not gonna play BR. There's a game mode for the people like me who really like what Fortnite is doing right now, and they're gonna keep playing BR until BR dies for good and until they don't like it anymore. And there's a game mode for people who played Guitar Hero however many years ago and they play it now. Like there's a game mode for everything and there's a game mode for everyone, and each game mode is bleeding over into each other. And that's what I think that the beauty of the metaverse is, ideally. Now, is it like that right now? Not necessarily, but it shows the potential and it shows the like cracks, and it shows a little bit of being like that right now.
But see, where Epic,
Yeah, but that's not about
where Epic's
more
going to be
being bad.
Yeah, where Epic's going to get at its peak, and while I will 100% agree with you, is when BR is still the king of the hill. Like no dispute about it that BR is still like the best mode you can play. My thing is it's not like these experiences around that they're bringing us aren't like core center like Fortnite gameplay. They are. And I think that's a problem when you're bringing in modes that are more popular and like a lot more people enjoy the way they play, when at its core it's still BR, because what it's telling you is like what they're moving forward with, a vast majority of people just aren't, it's not clicking with them.
Yeah.
And it's like
I'm not coming to Fortnite to play Lego Fortnite. I'm coming here to play the BR.
And like
yes,
I want
but
to
what
play.
I'm saying is someone
I want to
could
play.
be coming to Fortnite to play Lego.
But see, like I want to play.
They could, but that's
BR.
like 50,000 people compared to like a million.
I want to play BR more than I want to play Reload, but it's like I just think BR just wasn't as good, and that's where I think the issue comes in. It's because you're allowed to have preferences, yes, but like I think the issues, because what I'm scared of, what I meant by that comment is like, in an ideal world, right? Chapter 6, they're gonna fix the things that the majority of player base is like asking for them to fix, like hit scan, stuff like that, more cartoony graphics, not as much realism, blah blah blah. But my fear is that they're going to keep going with that because for whatever reason they see potential in it. And they're using these new game modes as an scapegoat to be like, all right, well, here, just get off our ass about this and be happy. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's like, there should be a world where that shouldn't be the case, because both of those should be fighting for your attention of like which one you want to play. And I feel like that's what they can easily do. They can easily do that, but I'm just afraid that they're not going to do that.
The thing is, I think Fortnite's relying on the past, like, too much. Like, I think it's cool that we can go back to these things. I think OG seasons are cool. But, like, I was going to make a video on this, but Chapter 1, the permanent mode being announced, sort of, like, threw my argument out the window. Do we need to do an OG season every year? Are we really going to cut the chapter 1 month short just so we can go back to some old map?
And here, I actually have a theory about that, and I have, like, a predictions video planned for Chapter 6, so I'm going to give a little sneak peek after one of them, for one of them. But, oh, by the way, what's up, Cousins Coasters? How you doing? Sorry, somebody joined chat. But I'm going to get my predictions for Chapter 6, and one of my predictions is Chapter 6 is going to be more than a year long, and there will not be an OG season in 2025, and here's why I think that. It's already been leaked that the release date for Chapter 6 Season 2 is in February, which the past 3 chapters, the release date for Season 2 has been in March or April. It's been very late. Chapter 6 has an early release date, and if they keep going at that same pace, then they will have completed 5 or 6 seasons in that single year, which is a lot. And here's why I don't think they're going to be an OG season, because they have the OG mode that's coming out, and it's going to be 10 seasons of OG, probably one every month. And then I think that they start it with Chapter 2, and they keep going until the end of Chapter 2. And I think that there's a very strong chance that Chapter 6 runs alongside this OG mode. So OG gets Chapters 1 and 2, all those seasons, and Chapter 6 gets however many seasons until OG is finished, and then there's an end event for both of them. That's one of my insane, completely out there predictions. But I think that Chapter 6 is more than 4 seasons, and I think it lasts more than just 1 year.
No,
Your
but
prediction?
It
I
could be
was saying
copium.
it's
It
like
could be copium because I don't really like 1 year chapters. I'm definitely coping a little bit, but
yeah. No, 1 year chapters are like no, don't do 1 year chapters. That's not going to be good for the game in the long run. But why do we need to go back to OG every year? And then like we have basically 2 permanent OG modes with Reload and the new Chapter 1 mode. I know like Reload isn't technically OG, but like come on, right? It's
Yeah.
like I feel like Fortnite should like take some aspects from the past, unvault some old weapons, bring back some old POIs, but don't just only focus on the past, because that's going to prevent you from moving forward. Because like
Yeah.
once they're gonna hit a brick wall with Chapter 6, they're like, oh, Chapter 6 sucks right now. Well, there's permanent OG. You can go play that. Remember back when Fortnite was good? Remember that? Like, and then they're not gonna want to work on that because they're only gonna the way companies work. They're only gonna focus on the thing that makes them money. And if Chapter 1 is making more money than Chapter 6, they're gonna focus on Chapter 1. Like, there's why would they need to focus on the modes that are making them less money? That's why the metaverse modes are taking like way more of a back seat. Like Rocket Racing, I'm pretty sure got like flat out canceled. Festival, that stuff is like relatively easy to do since it's just like adding songs. And then Lego Fortnite, that gets like an update like once every 4 months or something. And so it's like, it's just, they're going to focus on the thing that's making them money. And if Chapter 1 is making them money, they're going to focus on that.
Well, the thing is, though, with the Chapter 1 being focused on, like, I 100% agree, like, they're a company, they're going to focus on, like, what makes them money. But, like, do you think at Chapter 1, like, they're going to go, like, about supporting that? Or, like, because the way I see it, like, I feel like they're just going to drop the season, maybe, like, every week do a hot fix where it's, like, reload, where it's like, oh, these weapons are vaulted, these are unvaulted. Like, do you think they're going to do anything new with it?
That's the thing.
I don't do anything at all.
I don't think they will, because the last time they tried to do something new with it, there was so much backlash. As much as I loved OG, the backlash during that season because it wasn't OG enough.
Oh, yeah.
Like it was so big. Which, by the way, saying something isn't OG enough is so stupid.
That is,
like
as an
that
OG
post
player, I
like
can
that
confirm
post I
that's so
mentioned
dumb.
earlier.
It's like I don't want to be one of those people that's like, be grateful for Epic Games, but like be grateful they're even going back to the map in the first place.
Yeah.
It's like we're on a completely new engine. The graphics aren't going to be the same. If they took out the new movement mechanics, y'all would bitch and complain about it because it's like, oh my god,
so
the game was so slow back then. And the only reason you say, oh, we didn't notice it back then, it's because you didn't have it. The second they're taken away, you're going to realize how much you use it.
Yeah, there's so much stuff that they've...
Exactly. The game evolves just like people evolve and they change over time. And it's the same thing with Fortnite. Fortnite has a life cycle, and Fortnite's had a life cycle, and it's going to continue to evolve and change. Fortnite 5 years from now is going to be completely unrecognizable from Fortnite right now. And in 5 years, if I go back to right now, I'm probably not going to like it very much.
I don't know. I think there's just a lot of elements of like, I don't know, like going back to Chapter 1, like, yeah, I don't think removing the newer mechanics that make the gameplay flow are gonna, like, that's obviously gonna suck. Like, they definitely should not do that.
Yeah, bro, that's the thing with Chapter 2. I've had so much fun because like I can re-experience it with the new mechanics.
Yeah, dude, like Chapter 2 is
wanna...
like, I don't know about you guys, but like revisiting this has like reaffirmed that because you know, like how you get the like your life was this blah blah blah. That's why you feel the way. Like no, like this style of Fortnite is just what I prefer. Like
Oh no,
100%.
I'm not just talking about like
It's just,
I
it's just
think that
better.
the style of Fortnite is
has
better, but I'm just saying I'm not saying that oh you were just this person back then and that's why you liked that better. I'm just saying that um there's a fine line between nostalgia goggles and the game actually being good. And right now, the game is actually good. And I think that not only is that because we have the features from the past, but they've blended the features from the past and the new features in such a way where it just works almost perfectly. This is the best season of Fortnite. I think I like this better than last season, which I really liked. If you guys didn't watch my review video, I like the season currently better than Chapter 5 Season 3, and I almost like it better than Chapter 4 Season 2. It's for me it's the most fun gameplay loop I've played in since Chapter 4 Season 2, and before that since Chapter 3 Season 4, and before that Chapter 3 Season 1. It's crazy fun right now, and that's because Fortnite has blended what worked from the past with what works now in an almost perfect way. And I hope and I pray and my fingers are very tightly crossed that they can continue to do that in Chapter 6.
I don't know. I think it's just a product of a lot of the elements that we're asking for them to bring back. I think that's what I meant is like it's proving to me now that those elements are stuff that are long sticking, and I think it's just a better experience overall. Like I don't notice I don't notice it's like when I'm playing chapter 2. Not once have I been like, "Oh crap, like I'm running on the chapter 2 map. This doesn't feel, you know what I mean? Like those type of things
Or
enhance the game.
I'm driving a custom car on the Chapter 2 map.
I just think that this has proven, and I'm glad people that weren't able to experience it like you were able to get it even before it's like a month. But it's like Agro said, it's just the weapons, the way the game looks, and then how the loot pool like. I mean, you have like boogie bombs, grapplers, snipers, RPGs. It's like it's not just like oh, here's two really good weapons that everybody's gonna use. One mobility item, have fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's
And there's
so
something for
many
everything
like
too. Like
things.
there's a
Like,
sniper, there's
So that's
SMGs.
what I'm
So
saying.
many
So
things you
There
can
was
do.
one season in
It's
chapter, no snipers.
so if you're
it's
Epic
so
Games, you
dude.
got to
It's so yeah, dude. It's so diverse that like any loot, any like loadout you pick is a good loadout.
Exactly, and
Exactly.
you get to
And
play in fun ways.
I
It's not
I gotta be honest
here's
with
two
you.
guns.
Also,
I gotta be
make
honest with
epic
you.
and
That's what I,
legendary stuff rare. Make that
exactly
stuff
yes,
actually rare
and
to
that's
get.
what I'm saying. So on that point, and I'm gonna harp on that point for a second. That's how I feel how this new like reload loot pool is. It's pretty balanced. Everybody has a different gun. I kill somebody, they have a tac shotgun. I kill another dude, they have a ranger. I kill another dude, he has like a striker pump. It's so diverse and everything just feels balanced at the same time. And I can pick whatever loadout I want. I can have whatever I want, and it's like I play the game, and it's a good, satisfying gameplay loop. And it's the same thing in BR right now in Remix. If I'm Epic Games, I'm thinking, oh crap, we messed up in Chapter 5 a little bit. What does Fortnite do that works? Okay, so what am I thinking? I'm thinking cartoony graphics, but a little bit realistic because the consensus is that Chapter 4 had the best art style. A map that has dedication put into it that feels cartoony, but not too cartoony, but not realistic, not super realistic, and has the potential to change over time, like Chapter 2's map or Chapter 3's map. And then I'm thinking loot pool. What am I doing with my loot pool? Nobody likes the weapon mods. People like balanced weapons, and the scar, the pump, and the tag pretty much have to always be in the game. It's okay for them to be out of the game for like 2 weeks or so, but that's the core of your loot pool, and you build everything else around that, and you balance everything else around that. And then new features, people have liked all the new features that we've introduced, except weapon mods. So I'm gonna remove weapon mods in Chapter 6. And that's what I think that those four things pretty much that I just mentioned, I think that's what you need to be thinking about if you're Fortnite. And I think that should be the baseline for what you build your next however many seasons Chapter 6 is going to be. I think that's what you need to build that off of.
But that's what I was saying
I think
earlier.
it's
Is
so-
I wouldn't put your eggs in that basket yet, though.
And if my eggs aren't in that,
Mm.
if my eggs aren't in that basket, Reload's still pretty good. the OG mode's going to come back. There's going to be something that I can enjoy. So I'm not worried about it. And if it's not, then I don't have to play Fortnite. It's not a big deal. Like it's a video game. So I'm not worried about it at all. And I get the saying like don't put your eggs in that basket at all. And I'm not, because I know that Fortnite can mess it up, because I had high hopes for chapter 5 and it kind of wasn't as good as it could have been. Yeah, it is. But it wasn't as good as it could have been. I can say that I really like something, and I can say that it's my favorite chapter, while still acknowledging the fact that it had missed potential. Like, Interstellar is my favorite movie of all time, but I can't acknowledge that the ending is kind of has a little bit of weirdness going on, and it kind of has a little bit of missed potential. Just because it's my favorite doesn't mean that it's perfect. So chapter 5 is not perfect in any way. I still really enjoyed it. It was still the time of my life, really, especially in the last 2 seasons. It was amazing, if you ask me. But it's not perfect, and there are things that chapter 5 messed up on that chapter 6 can improve on. And I'm not putting my eggs all in the basket that chapter 6 is going to be the best chapter that Fortnite's ever created, and it's going to be 8 seasons long, and it's going to be amazing. We're going to get a full-on story-themed live event every season, and it's going to knock chapter 1 and chapter 2 completely out of the park. I'm not putting my eggs in that basket. I'm putting my eggs in the basket that Fortnite is able to learn from their mistakes, and they have shown with this season, with season 4, and how they developed the loophole over season 3, that they can absolutely learn from their mistakes, and they absolutely have been learning from their mistakes. So that is the basket that I'm putting my eggs in for chapter 6.
It's fair.
Holy dude. We were just supposed to be talking about chapter 2 remix and a season review, and then we spent we
got to this.
We spent 45 minutes talking about the metaverse instead of talking about, because the live event was the gateway. But hey man, I'm definitely not I'm not disappointed in the direction that that conversation went. And if you guys absolutely, so I feel like this has been a very productive episode so far. I don't know about you, but we've disagreed with each other a lot, and actually that's probably not the best way to phrase it. You guys have disagreed with me a lot in this episode, but that's I was talking with somebody. I think it was Durman. He was messaging me. He was like, "Hey, do you like this video idea?" And it was like, chapter 2 remix is boring and stale. And I was like, yes, I like the video idea. I think it's going to get clicks. I think it's going to get retention. Do you actually believe that opinion? And he was like, yeah, I believe that opinion. And I was like, okay. I was like, I disagree with it, but that's the beauty of opinions. Because if we all agreed, then life would be boring. But when we disagree, we can bounce our opinions off of each other, and we can make each other stronger. You know, like biblically, like Proverbs says, iron sharpens iron. And while this is a silly Fortnite podcast, we're still making each other stronger. We're still making our like YouTube experiences and like our speaking ability stronger, and our articulation of our opinions stronger, because we have those differing opinions, and because we have a place to have a conversation about those differing opinions. So like really, absolutely, I appreciate you guys for disagreeing with me, because you've made me stronger, and you've made me reevaluate what I think about Fortnite. And that is silly, because it's a stupid little video game, but it absolutely applies to everything else that you do in life.
Well said.
Dude, I don't know, man. I think it's like a meme at this point. I just like become a philosopher like 45 minutes to an hour into the episode, every single episode. It happens without fail. Dude, when we get Clark in here, it gets worse or better. I don't know. It depends on your perspective. It gets worse or better. But so do we want to shift to the map and talk a little bit and hone in specifically on the map a little bit?
Yes.
I'm down.
So everybody, just what are your thoughts on Chapter 2 Remix's map and what they did with the map?
I mean, it's just the Chapter 2 map, but slightly different. So,
yeah, so like, what do you
it's
think about
already noted.
what do you think about what
Ice
they
Spice's
changed?
Jet is on the map now.
Okay.
All right, bro. So like would I just prefer to go back to the OG POIs? Yeah, but is it that big of a deal for me? No,
Right.
not really. Like they're the same layout. It's like really basically the same, and they added gold palm trees at the agency, which wasn't there before, and that looks like way
That's
better.
super cool.
And it makes
Yeah,
more
dude.
sense.
Dude, that's
dog
way
pound-
better than the agency. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
understand the
low-key,
outrage.
I like it more.
The only location that I don't like as much as the original counterpart is the Ice Spice location. I feel like they kind of fumbled just a little bit, and even that's not a bad location. I'm just saying.
No, it's not bad.
The shark
it's just
is better, but I don't mind Spaghetti Grotto and the Dog Pound.
Yeah, neither do I. But it's like one thing I will say is that this map is big. Like really,
is
really
Yeah.
big.
Massive.
Oh,
Somebody
is.
mentioned
And-
that in the chat. I think What If. By the way, shout out to What If. Appreciate you joining the
What
podcast.
If?
But somebody mentioned that in the chat. Like, dude, this map is massive, and it is.
It is. It is a large
but
map.
It's
That's
a
why I
really
like
big
it.
map, and but the thing is, like looking back on it, how did we traverse that map without sliding or sprinting or any of that?
That's what I'm
Dude,
saying.
I don't
So like,
know.
It's been
yeah,
such a chore.
they're taking
I was-
like a bona fide good map and they're blending it with new features, and it's great.
I don't know. The map is just peak. I love it so much.
is.
Me too.
It's
Oh,
just
man.
like, dude, it's like
Good.
just I've found myself like GTA styling, just like driving around and just
Yes,
like getting
bro.
lost. and
Yeah.
stuff.
Literally.
And I'm
bro.
just like,
Yeah,
man,
just
it's
like
just
taking
like
in the scenery. Like, yeah,
it's not. It's just like I don't know, dude. I don't know if it's
It's not
I don't I don't know if it's the memories or what, but it's just like the map is just so.
See, that's how
No,
I
yeah,
am. That's
it's
how I
really
am with the Chapter 3 map, and I know that
I do not
like
want to leave this map.
like and I know that you guys kind of like dog on me for like being a Chapter 3 glazer so much, but like if we went back to Chapter 3, I would probably be feeling the same way that all of you are feeling about the Chapter 2 map right now, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like that's
No.
ex-
I feel kind of the same
exactly.
way.
So
I like the Chapter 3 map.
so
I'm not going to deny that.
now
I think
that
it had a
I've
good
played
start
on
until
it,
they took Camp Cuddle away, dude. That was
oh my gosh, Camp
That
Cuddle
was
was so
awful.
peak. And then the Joneses, like the Fort
Oh,
Joneses,
yeah.
so
That was so
the
cool.
Daily Bugle. I want to
Oh,
go
Daily
back.
Bugle.
Take me back to Sleepy Sound.
But
On
speaking
God.
of the whole map
Take-
stuff, dude, like
Tony Crossroads.
I just hope they bring back
Tony
like
Crossroads.
older, like a handful of old POIs to Chapter 6. Like I don't know, I just feel like
Yeah.
having that balance of like familiar stuff with new stuff, I think is just the best.
I think that's what I
No,
missed
hey,
in Chapter
Riv,
5.
Riv,
It just feels so much better.
Well, they did the same thing in Chapter 4, didn't they? There was no old POIs there.
No, there weren't.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't think so. No.
I think Chapter 3 was the last one to do it because we had Greasy, Tilted.
We had Greasy,
Yeah.
Tilted,
Different version of
Ro-
Sunny Steps.
risky Reels, but in
Well, I guess we had Restored Real. Like that's a play on like
Shaft?
an
yeah,
old
right?
POI.
it's
Yeah.
only
So.
similar in name. Same thing with Pleasant Piazza.
Dude, they just need to bring back Pleasant Park. That's
You
all
know
I
what?
want.
You know what they really need to bring back?
What?
Condo Canyon, baby.
On God.
Condo
Get that
Canyon
in the
was
game.
so
Good.
peak. Butter
Chapter 3
Barn,
did
come
really
on
good stuff
down
with
to
that,
the
though.
Butter Barn.
Mm.
Come on down,
dude.
come
They
on
need that
down to the
again
Butter
with,
Barn.
Like Chapter 6, I think.
Oh
bring
my
back,
gosh.
The classic POIs. and
I
implement
agree.
Them, you know, it'll make the map more recognizable. Because here's the thing, right? I do like the Chapter 3 map. I feel like that was a big reason that kept me, playing. It wasn't just the new POIs, but it filled up some gaps in some places that needed
Yes, it had a good
And
blend.
it. It brought back beloved POIs, things that people could recognize. Old players and new players alike, and I don't know, just transitioned really well. And I think the likability of a season is codependent on the map itself, because if the map is an absolute mess and it's just not good whatsoever, then how can you expect to play the battle royale? I always think loot pool is the most important thing, but map I think is still up there. It's
Oh,
relatively
yeah,
close.
for sure.
Yeah, map and loot pool are close to me, but loot pool is what makes the core of the game. So, but what I'm saying is, that was a super long tangent that I kind of led us down, which I'm glad. I'm happy we went there. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm very happy that we went there. But I say all that to say this: after playing the Chapter 2 map, I can absolutely see why you guys say it's peak, and I would probably agree. Now that I have the context, it probably is the best map that we've ever had in Fortnite.
I wished you could play the
Win.
back half of it too, because there were some solid POIs that they brought in later in the chapter.
Hunter's Haven, bro. Bring that back.
Dude, like,
hey, you'll have to wait.
Bro.
You'll have to wait for Chapter 2
Oh.
Rewind at the end of 2025, where they bring
Oh my
back
God.
Season 6, and it's
Best
all
season
primal. It's all primal all month, baby.
Hey, listen.
Wow.
Boney was actually
Burbs.
pretty good.
We're landing
Boney
at Boney
was actually pretty
Burbs.
good. I'm not gonna lie.
Whoa.
Anything from Primal gotta go, bro. Except for the roads, gotta go.
nah, dude,
That-
Laura Croft
that
and
one
Jonesy were good
sentence,
skins.
Brett.
Oh, Laura
That
Croft is
one
great, dude.
sentence
Facts,
woke
facts.
Aggro out of his 30-year
Slumber.
slumber.
No,
He
dude, I just want the UFOs back,
immediately
bro.
alert
Oh,
as soon
God.
as you said that primal
Give me the
was
railgun.
good.
No, that's what I was about to say. They need to give me the railgun and the
Dude,
recon combo.
I remember
my
when they
gosh.
had. I remember when.
Dude.
I remember when they had the
Relatable,
railgun
relatable,
in Chapter 3,
unironically,
Season
the
1.
most fun
It was
concept.
so good. They had the railgun and the recon scanner. They brought it back in like Chapter 3, Season 4 for like 2 weeks, and that was such a goated combo.
What the hell?
Dude, you should have been there back in
Someone
the
just
day,
fell
dude.
from my ceiling.
What?
Yes.
Someone just fell from my
Are
ceiling.
you in like a horror movie?
Nice.
No, it was the remote. It was the remote to my
I
TV.
thought
don't
you
know.
said
There's no
someone.
whole-
Dog,
No,
I
something.
was scared for like your life for a second, bro. Hey, Privy, somebody in the chat agrees with you, bro.
What?
Somebody in the chat just said Primal was good.
I didn't say Primal was good. I said Boney Burbs was good. Okay, I still think that was a bad season. but
Okay.
Yeah, Boney Burbs was good. I'm with you
Boney
on that.
Burbs was
I actually didn't like it in season 6.
What
It
is
took
Boney
me.
Burb? What PY was that?
It
It was
was
the
Boney. It was near.
I know
was
the
like-
name, but like I don't
It
even
was
remember what that was.
It was basically just Tilted Towers,
Yeah.
but like Primal, pretty much.
Yeah,
No,
it was
but,
like a remix tilted. Then
the
it had
best-
like primal
I think-
buildings
I
and
liked
stuff.
it.
I think we can all
Yeah,
agree that
I
the
liked
best
it.
POI of all time ever was Freaky Fields.
Freaky Fields. Yes.
Fortnite absolutely knew what they were doing with that. Absolutely.
Oh, 100%.
I just
And
don't
I
know why
thank
they.
them for that.
I don't know why they cooked up such a good POI just to get rid of it after 2 weeks.
Oh, bro.
It was.
Yeah,
I think that
so
should have
good.
been
The
there. I think
layout?
that should have been there the
Fields
whole
should be
chapter.
on the map for all time, always for the rest
Permanently.
of the time.
Like, dude, it should be. It should
That-
honestly be illegal to not have a farm POI.
Freaky Fields Zone Wars.
Oh,
Oh God, that's what I missed in
Dude,
chapter
that-
5, man.
Not bad for
that's
4
what I'm
seasons
saying.
straight.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, dude, it's just like-
Every chapter has a farm POI. Bro,
I mean,
we
I
didn't get our
guess-
farm POI until the
Hmm.
end of
No,
season
we had
4.
Dude,
we
Come on,
had fencing
come on.
fields.
That's true,
That
yeah.
is not a farm.
That was a farm.
That
really count.
doesn't count.
Doesn't
That doesn't
really
count.
count.
That's
I
like
don't think it counts.
that's like
I don't
that's
know.
like
That
a
was like an
That
Ewok
was
Musk
like-
farm, bro. That was like a rich person's farm.
Yeah.
That
it was
not
like a it was like a
that was like a-
clubhouse.
type of thing.
It was like a
That was a
clubhouse.
a plantation. That was a 1860s freaking Alabama plantation. That's what that was.
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
just dude,
Ricky
from
Fields
chapter
As a
4
bunch
what
of
was
white
it?
guys were teetering on the edge of getting canceled.
Right.
So
Dude, the chapter 4 farm POI. What was it? Frenzy Farms.
Oh my gosh, that was
Dude,
No,
that
Frenzy
was
Fields.
so goated.
No,
Was it?
chapter 4. I'm an idiot.
Oh
It's
my gosh, chapter 4
No,
map.
yeah, with the
farm.
capture, there was a capture flag there. I think.
I think it's
Yeah,
Frenzy
hold
Farms.
on.
Yeah, it's Frenzy
Chapter-
Farms.
4.
Yeah, it was Frenzy Farms.
Frenzy Fields.
Still can't
No,
believe
Frenzy
Chapter
Fields.
5.
It was Frenzy Fields.
No,
I just looked it up.
Frenzy
Dude.
Fields is the one on this map.
No, this one is
Yeah,
Frenzy
it is.
Farm.
Oh wait, yeah,
No,
you're right.
Frenzy
This one's
Fields.
Frenzy Farm. This one's
Frenzy
Frenzy Farm.
Fields was one of the most peak POIs of all
Yeah.
time. Chat,
Frenzy
get me
Fields.
to 5,000
Yeah.
subscribers so I can rank every single named location because I love talking about this random crap with y'all. This is so much fun. And the Rim is ranting, and the Worthless Opinions is podcasting. So it's a
Okay,
good
never
day.
say that again. Never say that again. For the love of God.
And the
Hallelujah.
twisty
Never.
is chasing.
Oh no.
Oh,
no.
brother, this guy
No.
stinks.
No.
Can we all unanimously
No.
get like a new host after that one?
Yeah.
I think it's time, guys. I've been meaning to have this discussion for a while. This is bad.
Ruby
guys,
has
they
been pretty
just went-
impressive. I think we can throw him up there.
You guys
Yeah.
just went.
Briv's been
Hey,
doing
you know
good.
what?
Briv's been doing
You know what,
pretty good.
Briv? I'll let you host the episode next week.
And then you just called me
let's
Briv.
go. I probably won't even. I'll probably have something going on. I won't even be able to do it.
Yeah, because you're like 39 and you have a 9
Yeah.
to 5 to support your family of 6.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm Unk. Telling you.
Yeah, you're on your 5th kid now, right? You gotta support him.
7th actually. 7th.
Dang.
Damn.
Enjoy the
I got
times,
sponsor.
Brivy. I got number 9 on the way.
Oh my gosh, this is like one of the
Enjoy
most
the times.
This is like one of the most clippable episodes we've ever had.
Oh god.
And this is
Whoever runs
a
this
lot.
channel, they're gonna be eaten with shorts for the next like 2 months, dude.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I can't wait to edit this down.
Oh my gosh.
But oh man. No, really. Other than the interview episode where we had like 10 people on, this is my favorite episode we've ever done. And with that, let's move on to the loot pool, which we've kind of touched on just a little bit. But why did my voice go so high there?
Kinda touched on just a little bit.
I turned into Twisty for a
Oh,
second.
serious.
You gotta turn.
Oh, drop down! Drop down! Sorry.
Now
I'm
it's
watching-
time
watching the board
to
game.
go to the next topic on our list, which is the loot pool of Chapter 2 remix.
Whoa.
So,
Yo. There's a wasp. Like it's
Oh,
like hovering around.
Get out of there.
I
What is
can't.
going on,
Well,
man?
Kill it.
chat, it
Murder
looks like
it.
we're gonna have to find a
Murder
new
it.
member for our panel because Lil
Kill it.
Smurf is about to kick the bucket, if you know what I'm saying. Smurf, I
Lil
believe in you.
Smurf.
Smurf, can you provide commentary on this wasp attack?
Maybe.
Smurf, call an airstrike.
Lil Smurf was stung to death. 270 meters.
Dive bombed at me. What the hell?
Did somebody throw a wild wasp jar into your house? I bet some of y'all forgot. I bet some of y'all
Someone
forgot that
said
item
jar.
existed.
No.
Oh wait, I'm not.
Firefly jar,
Hold
you
up.
back
Wait.
that.
360
360 no scope him.
Oh, I got it. It's dead.
You're
It's
so good.
Yes, sir. I'm him.
200?
Okay.
200? Full box? 200?
Damn full box. I'm wearing 0 builds.
Oh, my fault. 200? Headshot?
Alright, there we go.
Dude, okay,
Alright,
somebody
anyways.
in chat, if you DM me and just give me like a compilation of the Worthless Opinions podcast, like horrendously out of context, that would be the best thing that would
No.
ever happen to me. I would
No.
love to make a video of us out of context, but I do not have the effort within me to go through 14 hours of TWOP episodes.
I think it's more than 14 hours at
It's
this
definitely
point,
more
man.
than
I think we're
14
on
hours. I just
episode
pulled that
14.
number out of my rear.
I think we're on
This is
episode
episode 13, I believe, but our episodes
So
are
that's
usually
like
pretty long, so that's like
that's
at least
that's almost
22
a
hours.
Days worth of
There's
footage.
no way that we've spent an entire day talking about Fortnite to random people on the internet. This is nuts. I can't believe that my life has taken this turn.
Damn.
Anyways, loot pool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pojo.
Right now.
It's peak. That's
Yeah,
all
you're
there needs to
welcome,
be
you're welcome,
said.
you're welcome. Right here.
Yeah, this is a pretty
Okay,
perfect
Eminem
loophole.
minigun.
They need
So
to bring
good.
back, dude.
Dude,
The Eminem minigun
you
is
so
peak.
what I gotta do to get it
But-
I'm Superhuman.
They need to bring back rarity, where it's like the legendary and epics are just better versions.
Yeah,
of the
bro.
guns.
Why does everybody?
they
why does
should be.
everybody
Yeah.
find an
Birthday art out
epic
of the
pump
game,
shotgun
by the
so
way?
quickly?
Is the birthday art not here anymore?
No,
Oh, the
Uh,
AUG. They removed the
I think-
AUG.
I haven't
I
found.
think they replaced it with the heavy,
I
the
could've-
AK.
Why would they do that?
I don't know.
Why would they do
I-
that, bro?
Dude, it's ass. I was using it earlier today, and it's
The heavy's
terrible.
ass. I'm not even gonna
I
lie,
gotta-
bro. The
I gotta be
Scar's ass
complete-
too. It does not hit its shots.
I gotta be
Now the
honest.
scar,
It's
the
trash,
scar. If you
bro.
if you single shot with the scar, I feel like it's good. But if you go like full
Yeah.
auto with it,
Yeah,
no.
but I'm saying like you can't hold it anymore because the bloom is terrible on that.
Yeah,
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 no,
so
you got it. Scar, you have to definitely have to tap fire.
Yeah, you
like,
get that,
can't,
like-
can't
yeah,
hold
like-
it down.
yeah, you break the shields at the
I
top.
gotta
I
be
feel like
honest
you
with
didn't
you
used to have to do that.
guys.
Did they
I
change or
think
something?
I think that the AUG without the scope is pretty overrated.
That's
I disagree with that. 110%.
You are tripping, my guy.
no, the
AUG
scope
is
one is the scope
so
one's not.
good.
The scope is worse. The one from chapter 4.
What?
No, chapter 3.
Huh?
The one from
You
chapter
talking
3
about-
with the
You're
red
talking about
dot.
the striker burst.
Yeah.
That one was good. They're all good. Every burst, like
yeah, I think they've
weapon
been
like
good
that,
in
they're
all
all
iterations.
good, bro.
This iteration
chap-
right here, though, oof, so good, bro.
I don't know,
This
dude. The
iteration right here
chapter
is so
the
good.
chapter 5 version was crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they're all good.
Okay, this burst, this burst, it fires so slowly in between.
It does. It does.
It does.
It does. Yeah. No, I don't know what they did,
Is
but
that how it was
All is
during
good, but the burst.
Is that how it was during like did it fire that slow way back when?
no,
I
it's not.
can't-
Okay.
No,
Okay. So this version of the AUG is bad, is what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
I wouldn't say it's bad.
bad.
It's
not
still
bad.
really-
It's
it's
just
still
not
a
as
good
good.
air on the
Not bad. The AUG I think is good. The burst I think I would take just about any other assault rifle over it, purely
Mhm.
because the time between each fire, like each time you fire, is so bad. It takes.
You talking about the
so long.
FAMAS?
That was, it was never like that.
Yeah, but I don't think it feels that bad. Like it still hits shots.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, it's
I'd
not
rather
bad.
use that than the scar because I have to like. I just can't deal with that bloom, bro.
If you have
Like,
good
I used to
aim,
get
bro.
the burst weapons are very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've
I
just
always
been
think
using
burst ability is
snipers.
normal assault rifle.
Snipers and
Facts,
shotguns
dude.
are the key this season.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
weird-
That's how it was back
here's
then
the weird-
too.
Right?
Yeah.
How come the chapter 2 loophole, from 4 years ago ballpark I think it is, better than the chapter 5 loophole?
That's what I'm
which has had
saying,
years
bro.
of
Because you have
refining.
from every category.
Yeah, how do they put more
Yeah,
work into a Marvel season 4 years ago than this one? Like that doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, it's like the
Mhm.
chapter
That
5.
too.
overall.
That too.
It's like I said, the chapter 5 had like a clear meta every season. Like I was using
Yeah.
weapons that I didn't like using. Like the Frenzy Auto, I'm not saying it was a bad shotgun. I just didn't like using it. I like
Yeah,
pump.
same.
Like that's my
Yeah, I
MO.
didn't like using
But
it
I
because it
used-
felt like
but I-
cheating, and it
But I
just
used
doesn't
the
feel
Frenzy
good.
Auto because everybody else and their mom was using it. So
And
like
because
then
it
I
was
used
so
it.
incredibly
in chap-
overpowered.
It was so
But-
much better than the
But
pump.
dude, in
was
chapter 2, it was
objectively
like you
better.
use whatever you want to use, and you're going to be on equal grounds because everything was effective as long as you knew how to use it.
Right.
And it's just more
Also,
fun.
You know what?
Like having rocket launchers.
You want to
and-
know something?
What?
Scared.
I'm going through a character arc right now.
Here comes the king of
Scared.
hot takes.
Oh boy.
All right,
Yeah.
what's this kid gonna say
I
now?
actually think that chapter 2 sucked.
I think chapter 2 is the worst chapter ever.
Oh my
Nah,
god!
I straight up would find a way to kick you out of the server if that
This is
happened.
a lot more mundane. This is a lot more mundane than you guys are gonna think it is, and this is a very cold take, actually.
Okay.
Cold take.
All right,
Okay.
today, Junior.
After after consideration and after
Put it
this
up.
very
it
long
up.
conversation with y'all, chapter 5 is no longer my favorite chapter. It's chapter 3. I still like chapter 5 more than chapter 4.
Yes.
Still like it more than
Let's
chapter
go.
4,
Man.
but chapter
man.
3
No,
is my
that's-
favorite.
One extra brain cell.
Chapter 3 is worse than chapter 5. I'm dying.
Yeah, no,
And I
I
still
still
think-
think chapter 3
and I
is behind.
still
Chapter
think-
3 is still
I
the worst
don't-
chapter that
I don't
ever
agree
came
with
into
I
the
that.
game.
still think
was
that
listen,
chapter
listen,
5
it's a
had
terrible
no
chapter.
bad seasons,
Listen.
and I still think
Mm-mm.
that is the
You
only
had the
chapter
best-
ever
Whoa,
without a
whoa,
single
whoa,
bad
whoa,
season.
We had a terrible
But-
loophole.
Wait.
Chapter 3 season 1 did not have a good loophole. That loophole was so
Did you-
trash.
Did you just say chapter 3 did not have a bad season?
No. I said chapter 5 did not have a
What?
bad season.
So
season
that-
was pretty
That
bad.
was really
Listen,
the
pretty bad.
only.
Hey, it's like me
But-
and Agro said the other night. I would take Wilds over Wrecked. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
No,
but-
I would
and-
take
and-
Wrecked.
and
Yeah.
Zach,
Wrecked is one of
absolutely.
my-
Any day I'm taking
No,
Wilds
no,
over
no,
Raptors.
no, 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 no.
I'm taking
Wrecked
Wilds
still,
over chapter
Wrecked is
3
still one of my
seasons
favorite seasons
3
of all
and 4
time.
or 5, whatever.
What'd you say, Aga? Aga, what'd you say?
I'm taking Wilds over season 3 and 4 any day.
Of chapter
Any
3?
day. At least over actually chapter 3 also. And chapter 5.
What?
No.
Paradise
chapter
was
3
so good.
You're tripping.
Paradise was so good.
It had an absolute
Chapter-
shock and meta, bro. What is the shock and meta in season 3 and 4? There's nothing, bro. It's so bad.
Fair.
It's chapter 5,
Fair,
season
but
3 and 4
still.
is terrible.
Well, listen, chapter 3, I think it peaked at the very beginning. Season 2 was
Yeah.
I don't really have a strong opinion on season 2.
I like season 2.
Season 2 was
personally.
It was okay. Season 3, I don't care what anyone says, you'll never convince me. It's like the lowest of lows. 110%.
Yeah.
I don't
Season
agree.
4,
I
It was
season
bad,
4,
but I don't agree.
season 4, I think I can see why people didn't like it, but I love season 4. But
So-
even with that said,
I like it.
I still just chapter 3. It just felt I don't know like.
No, the main problem with chapter 3, bro. Even season 1 that was good, terrible loophole. Did not have a good loophole. The Stinger
What?
SMG was annoying. The Stinger Q was annoying. The Shotgun Meta was
no.
not good.
One of the
MK was
worst-
the only good AR.
Hear me
Shotgun
out.
meta sucks.
Chapter 3
Shotgun
season
meta
1.
sucks.
Chapter 3 season 1, one of the worst and most unbalanced weapon metas in the history
That's
of the
what
game.
I'm saying.
I'm not
Everyone
kidding.
blazes the season, bro. But the Shotgun, the meta in that game was terrible.
It was MK
So-
and 2 SMGs. That was what you carried every game.
Yeah, because everybody, and especially with season 2 with the combat.
Yeah.
The combat
Oh my
SMG, I love the
gosh.
combat,
Yeah.
dude. But everyone
Pre-nerf,
and their
it was
mother
so
that
bad.
season.
It was so.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
it was so good, but
I-
like that's what I
don't
mean.
know.
Like it was bad for the game. That's how good.
I
it
think
It was-
I
it was-
think Vibin had the worst loot pool.
Vibin had a pretty trash
Yes.
loot pool, but like
Like,
I don't
and-
know.
I look back on it
I
now.
don't know.
Primals was
I-
bad.
I look-
Primals was bad. I don't know if it's worse than
That's so-
Primals.
No, I was
Guys,
bro.
guys.
The makeshift guns.
Yeah, no, I
Guys.
was talking about chapter 3. I think out of chapter
Oh,
3.
yeah,
Oh, out of chapter 3, yeah, Vibin definitely had the worst.
I
I
just
don't think so.
Really, I just don't think.
All right, well,
Vibin-
you're different, okay?
I gotta
So,
be
I don't
completely,
think-
I gotta be completely honest with you. After like thinking about it real hard, I don't like this season. I don't like Vibin, but I can see why people like it.
I don't know.
I don't
it's just-
understand it, bro.
It's not like
I
it's
mean,
not
I
it's
don't
not like
think
oh I'm
any-
totally like disconnected from you. That is the worst opinion. Like
I-
if you say you like Vibin, I'm not gonna fault you for that because I like seasons that people dislike. I like Paradise. I like Wrecked a lot.
Well,
I really like
but the-
Wrecked. But like
But the thing is
Yeah,
like
you go,
both of
I'm
those
sorry.
seasons you just mentioned, they have like new things, right? Where it's like the gimmick of the season, like I think was fresh enough to even if you didn't like it, you can still see why people liked
yeah,
it.
so-
I
but
just
the
feel like
gimmicks, of, the
Vibin
gimmicks,
just did
the
every-
gimmicks of
Yeah.
Vibin were so half baked.
Well, there was no gimmicks of Vibin. That's the point.
Like
The
in reality,
saplings
like
were the only
saplings,
gimmicks.
Yeah,
the
it was
saplings were
literally-
so bad.
It was
They were so
literally it's
broken.
a
They had
chill.
nothing.
It was literally it's a chill
They just had
season.
nothing.
It was
And
a
the gameplay
literally
loop was so boring for Vibin because you just go to your sapling, you get your legendary loot at the beginning of every match, and you're just chilling with a full legendary loadout for the entire game. It was
Yeah,
so
that was
boring.
bad. That was
The
bad. No, I agree.
the only thing that I think Vibin did good was bringing the grapple glove. Like I think that because
And the hammer AR. And the hammer AR.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you can't forget about the
yeah,
hammer
yeah,
AR.
yeah,
You can't forget
That
about
was
the hammer
that.
AR.
I will stand by the fact that the hammer AR is the best AR in the game.
Whoa!
Very good.
It slaps.
That is an
No,
That
hammer
was-
AR,
it
sucks.
it's no. I said no. I said
I said
you're
it's
good.
the best in the game.
I said
No,
it
it's not.
was.
I don't think that's a hot take. That's not
I
a hot
said
take.
that was
The hammer is
absurd.
not.
It's
That's
very
not a
good.
hot take.
It's not the best
Yeah,
AR in the
very
game.
good. That
It's
is not
def-
hot.
It's.
I don't think it's the
be-
best in the
a
game,
top
but it's up
five.
there.
It's a top 5 of all
It's up
time.
there.
I would put- I would probably put This might be a little bit of a hot take, but I would put Twin Mag AR ahead of it. I would put MK7 ahead of it.
What?
I would put-
Brother.
I would
For
put.
the MK7 a terrible recoil.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the MK7's recoil was bad.
Yeah, the
It's a
hammer
good
AR's
gun, but the
recoil is pretty
way
bad
too
too.
annoying
So
to be the best.
No, the hammer does
No.
not have
skill
any
issue.
recoil, bro. I
Skill
use it- I
issue.
use it
If
every
you
day.
can't
the
control,
hammer-
if you can't
The
control
hammer's
the,
straight hit scan.
if you
It was
can't
slow.
control the
High
recoil on the
damage,
MK7,
great
then it's
fire
a skill
rate.
issue.
Wait, listen.
But-
There's no way the hammer has recoil when you can use it like a SMG. There's virtually no
Yeah.
recoil.
It has
on that
horizontal recoil, so you can't hit shots.
What you mean horizontal recoil?
Have you
What the
never
hell?
noticed
My
it bounces like? Oh my gosh.
Weapon. Are we talking about the
So
same
wait, the
AR?
hammer does
here?
not have horizontal
Yes, we
recoil.
are
think-
talking about the same.
Yeah,
Okay,
man.
Are we
okay.
talking about the same gun?
The hammer AR has no
Okay,
recoil.
regardless,
It's practically an
regardless,
SMG.
I'm
The
putting.
bloom is bad on the hammer. I'll say that. It's very hard
I
to
don't even think the bloom is that bad.
it's hard to hold down
The
and
bloom
hit
is-
shots.
No, the bloom isn't bad.
I,
The
I'm,
bloom is not
the
bad.
bloom
The
is
hammer,
pretty
that's what's
bad.
so good about the
It's
hammer.
not the
just takes
recoil.
shot.
It's just the bloom.
God.
That's for me personally. But I like it.
What?
This
What?
is chaos. This is
So,
chaos.
I-
think so.
I'm not even trying to glaze, bro. I don't think there's any issue with the hammer. Like I genuinely think it's just perfect.
Yeah, I
Dude,
don't think so
dude.
either.
And I keep in mind, I'm not saying I hate it. I'm just saying I think I have like 3 ARs that I think are better than it. I said, what did I say? Twin Mag AR, MK7, and overclocked pulse rifle. Those are like the only 3 ARs that I'm putting ahead of it.
Is the overclock pulse rifle
though,
count?
the overload. If you're talking about the one you got from the island
Yeah.
in chapter 4, yes. But if you're talking about the base weapon, no.
The base
Absolutely
pulse
not.
rifle is a
The
no.
mythic pulse rifle was absolutely insane, but that's just because that shit was broken.
The OG Stark rifle, not the bullet drop one that they brought in Chapter 5. The OG Stark rifle might go ahead of it. I'm trying to.
Oh, that's a take and a half right there.
I don't know. I don't
think
know.
it was
That's
a
what
good-
I'm saying. I don't know. But like,
It was a good weapon.
Good, but not that good.
Even in that's what I was thinking of. I
Stark
made
was
my
way so hard, bro.
No, the hammer. No, the hammer AR is a top 3 AR. I'm gonna concede base AR. Now, if you're taking into fact mythics, then overclocked pulse definitely goes ahead of it, and maybe mythic flapjack goes ahead of it, but I don't think so.
What?
Whoa, what?
I said I don't think so. I said maybe.
The flapjack is a good gun, but it's not above the hammer.
The flapjack's down there with like the Ranger.
Hey, we can roll back the footage. I said maybe. All right,
the flapjack is not as bad as the
Oh
Ranger.
god,
The fact that you even considered it in the first place makes you wrong.
Wait, but especially the recoil.
The flapjack isn't a bad AR, but dude, it is not even a top 20
Hey, listen,
AR.
It's
Dude,
like
I feel like a Trump supporter in
Yeah,
Los
if you
Angeles
use
right now.
the
I'm not
flapjack
even
as an
gonna lie.
SMG though, it's one of the craziest in the game.
What?
I said it feels like
As an SMG, the flapjack's insane.
Flapjack is
no,
just
the flapjack
is
does
just
not
a
have
drum gun,
range.
but better. It's just a drum
Yeah.
gun, but better.
Don't use the flapjack as an AR and you're chilling.
I just use the flapjack for spam. That's all I ever did with
Yeah, I would carry
like
like
LMG.
I would carry like flapjack, and then I would carry like a spray shotgun, and then I would carry a sniper. Like that would be my ideal
If you use
loadout.
the flapjack as an AR, you're playing the game wrong.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It did not.
Or you can use it as an AR, but anything beyond like 50 meters, you absolutely should not. Fortnite taught me the metric system, by the way. For all you people who live in England, Fortnite taught me the metric system, but you're probably not even watching this live stream right now because it's like 3 a.m. there right now. Sorry.
Oh god.
Well, hey, you should make some tea and crumpets and watch the Worthless Opinions podcast past your bedtime in it a bit, bruv. The podcast. I'm sorry I had that freak out.
Alright, moving on.
Alright, moving on.
What do you guys think about the collab?
We've already talked about the collabs pretty much, like almost in full. So if you don't mind, I think as a group we can like agree to just move on to what we have for the Chapter 6 leaks.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, what do we have so far? It's just the katana weapon. It's Japanese mythology, right?
Yeah,
so there's
Japanese
gonna be like
mythology.
some cats.
Did you guys see the crew skin? The crew skin looks tough.
Wait.
What crew skin? Wait, send it.
Here, I'll send it through.
Send it to the group chat.
I know we have a new daylight cycle. There's new mobs, or we're like.
Oh, which by the way, the sky graphics for the new chapter look awesome.
They do, but now I'm thinking like.
Is that the crew skin?
Tight.
Oh, hold up.
That's tight.
I thought that was the starter pack.
Hold up. That.
Well, they said
That's pretty tough.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, that basically confirms everything.
Well,
I'm excited to see what they do.
Yeah, they cook for sure.
Because I think for the most part, besides Zeus, like I don't know much about Japanese mythology, like, but I think for the most part, like with Myth and Mortals, like they did a really good job with that battle pass.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what they do with this one.
Well, I don't necessarily
There's not
think
really
it's going
gods
to be
in Japanese mythology, though. It's more like you honor your ancestors and
well,
stuff.
No, I was talking about just like the design, just like of the mythology like vibe. Like they didn't go too overboard, and they looked like modern, but it also looked like ancient at the same time. Like it looked really nice.
I don't necessarily think that it's going to be mythology based, but I think it's just going to have that aesthetic. I don't know. We'll see.
I want that survey skin.
Based, I feel like there'll be so much.
I do think that Myth and Mortals fumbled the premise just a little bit. Like it was good, but like it could have been better.
Pulled it all the way, bro. They could have done way more with that season.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. Don't even get me started on that.
Yeah, let's not bring back the Avatar mythics. Okay, yeah. Okay, we brought it back. Pojo, Durman says hi.
He said hello. It cut out, but he said hello.
I said hello.
I said, hey, what's up? Hello! Such a pretty.
All right.
Sorry.
The what was I saying?
1738.
The prone, that's being added too, right?
Yeah, I'm hyped for that. I
Prone
think that's gonna
stance.
work good.
If they bring snipers back with prone, it's over.
And augments.
I don't think they're gonna
That's
do it.
right. Yeah.
No,
I hope
please.
they do. I hope they
Please
do
bring
though.
back augments.
I think
If they do that for the gimmick, I feel like that'll be way better than, you know,
Bro, I'm gonna make it already like
mods.
10 times better.
Yeah.
yeah, augments
Like,
should definitely come back.
No
though.
doubt about it.
I really, really want augments back. Oh yeah,
Me too, bro.
I should probably mute my Discord notifications for the next podcast. Man, it'll be fine. So Chapter 6 looking to be pretty good, and that's what I'm saying. Like, Fortnite has learned from their mistakes.
Yeah, I feel like Chapter 5 was definitely like very, very experimental. Like, what if we did this? What if we did that? You know, they were definitely experimenting a lot, and a lot of it didn't work, but I can respect them for at least trying it and realizing that it didn't work. Because I feel like now they've sort of learned their lesson, and they're going to try to take the aspects from all of Fortnite's history and try to make Chapter 6 like as good as it can be.
I can only hope so.
Yeah.
I just think some of the experiments were just like kind of mind-boggling because like I don't know where they came up with the thought of like the train of thought that a racing game inside of Fortnite would be a hit.
I mean, Donald Mustard, like he thought of that before the game was even like before like BR was even a thing, right? Like he came up.
Donald Mustard is actually not the guy saving Fortnite.
Oh yeah, you're right. He no, actually, my goat Donald Mustard, he's actually saving the game right now. He's working behind the scenes. He's trying to get Tim Sweeney impeached. Wait, no, that's you can't impeach someone who isn't.
Wrong, because they're eating the dogs.
Tim Sweeney is eating Bonesy. So
No, not Bonesy. We're the Haitian
No.
immigrants in Ohio eating Bonesy.
yeah.
No, Chapter 6 would have so much potential though. If they fumble this first season with Chapter 6 with this theming, bro. I don't
Dude,
even know
if
what
they
to do
fumble the
anymore.
first theme,
There's
like,
never been a bad
It actually
season 1, but they
seems
can't
like-
fumble this.
Yeah,
I'm
there
not-
actually never has been a bad season 1. And
Not really.
I
There's
think
no way you fumble with season 1.
okay, what is the
hard,
checklist?
yeah.
We need a balanced loot pool. We need a chill vibe season. We need a map with like 5
no, we do
big-
not
with-
need a chill vibe season.
Yeah.
No,
I think
but like
we're
the best season
We
ones,
don't need a map. We
the
don't need
best
a map.
season ones have been kind of
We
basic
don't
and
need a
they've
map.
been kind of
Yeah.
chill and laid back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Chapter 2 season 1 was good. It was kind of basic. Chapter 3 season 1 was pretty basic and laid back. Chapter 3 season 1 and Chapter 4 season 1 just felt like bare bones Fortnite, if you ask me. There was nothing too crazy going on.
I think that's the purpose of it, though, right? Is implementing these new mechanics into a new chapter. That's the point.
Exactly.
They don't add a ton because, well, I
the
feel
new
like
mechanics and the novelty of the new chapter carry it over into season 2, which is what I'm saying. Like, we don't need Fortnite to do anything crazy. They just need a nice balanced loot pool. They need to not do anything crazy in season 1. They need to bring back augments, and they need the map to have like 5 basic locations, a couple crazy locations, and a farm location. Please, for the love of God.
Split the loot pool.
Yes, split the ranked and casual loot pool unless they're like the same
Good
and they
lord.
don't need.
They give us actual shotguns, bro.
Put fun stuff in the game and take it out of range.
give us snipers. Give us snipers.
Yeah, snipers too, but where were the snipers in Chapter 5?
I don't know.
Dude, the Reaper was so good too.
Yeah,
The Reaper was so good.
They were too good. They were too good for competitive. They were.
But the thing
that's
is,
why.
like, so many people were complaining, like, oh, snipers are just too overpowered. Like, that's the point of a sniper. A good shot should be rewarding.
Mhm.
I shouldn't hit somebody with a good shot, knock half their shield, and have to hit them twice with a sniper that shoots one bullet at a time.
I will say that the Reaper was like a little too easy to hit your shots with.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That was the complaint.
The mods made the Reaper kind of bug.
The
Yeah,
snipers
because you
overtook
could
the
have
whole meta.
Because you could have 5
Perfect
bullets in the
scope
clip.
makes
Yeah.
the sniper like shots easier to hit.
And
The
that's what I'm
snipers
saying.
overtook the whole meta.
With
That was
weapon
bad.
mods, it's almost impossible to balance your loot pool, which is why I think weapon mods should be removed. It's just a balancing thing.
That's a good point.
I mean, if they're back, bro, just take them off of the guns that are on the floor and the chest. Like, there's no reason that they're on there.
I mean, yeah, but like, no, like if you disagree with me, take a look at this. You had the Reaper Sniper that dominated season 1. They had to remove it. You had the Thunder Burst SMG, which dominated the entire chapter.
Oh my gosh, my Pookie Bear.
Until season 4, and then you had, and then once the Frenzy Auto, and then once the Frenzy Auto was gone, you had the Gatekeeper, which was almost as bad. It's impossible to balance your loot pool with weapon mods. But so hear me out. You have weapon mods, and you have a clear best gun every season. And there's if you're in your right mind, you're not taking any other gun other than the best gun.
100%.
In Chapter 2 Remix,
no, I disagree.
In Chapter 2 Remix, right now we have 3 shotguns in the loot pool, and there is no telling which one is the best shotgun. It's subjective.
That's what I mean, though. That's how it should be.
You just
that's how it should absolutely should be, and that's how it should be with Chapter 6 Season 1. We should have a balanced loot pool, and I'm saying that it is impossible to balance your loot pool like that when you have weapon mods as a factor.
Yeah, but I don't think the weapon mods affect the shotgun. The shotguns this season were just bad. Like the hammer pump is just a bad shotgun.
Yeah, no, I think I agree with
putting
your
the
point.
hammer against the Gatekeeper or like the auto was crazy. Like
the Gatekeeper was just way better.
Do anything.
Yeah, like I don't
60
think
damage for like every 3 seconds is wild.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying about Chapter 5. Is it was like a blueprint of every season. Like if you wanted to do good, no matter if you liked the weapon or not, you had to use it.
Right.
And
exactly.
I think that's the issue. Is you can have overpowered weapons, but if you have them overpowered, make the rarity system matter again. Like right now, yeah, of course, the Scar hits hard, the purple pumps hit hard, but that's because they're harder to find, which I think make. But well, you know what I mean. But like,
yeah.
Spasms you can kind of find anywhere nowadays.
What it was Chapter 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like now it's just like I feel like I was watching a video the other day from Clint, and he was talking about how like no matter what rarity he had, like in Chapter 5, like all the weapons just felt like they did like the same amount of damage.
Yeah.
And it's just like, and I feel like that's what they need to bring back is like, yeah, have a weapon that is OP and desirable, but make it hard to get, but then still with your base loot pool have good weapons.
Well, and there's also a difference between like the Scar and just like the regular AR. Like,
exactly, yeah.
Gray to blue is different than like purple legendary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Agreed.
We just need a good pump shotgun.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
And a spray one that's not
Here's another thing. It's like
laying things down.
No, here's another thing. It's like Epic refuses to just bring back like the pump and the Scar and all that. They like have to make like knockoffs of them, even though they like function.
I don't know why.
It's like, bro, the Shark 2. Remember when they added that one shotgun in Chapter 4? It was like the Shark 2 shotgun.
And it was
that was so stupid.
So bad.
It was just a pump of bad. It was just a pump of bad.
And with 4 bullets. It was the pump up with 4 bullets in the mag.
Yeah, they're like, hey, they want this weapon back. We don't want to be accused of bringing an old weapon back, so let's bring the same model.
That's so stupid. What is stopping you from doing that? It's just pride. Like, put the pump and attack back in the game. They're the best shotguns the game's ever had.
Nostalgia. They're relying too much on nostalgia.
Well, see, I feel like it's just the problem is they have this identity crisis of wanting to force new weapons down your throat, which was like one of my main issues with Chapter 3 is I think a lot of the new weapons just sucked. And we were coming fresh off of a chapter where like the weapons were good. But I think with like Chapter 5, it's just like, I don't know.
There were definitively better weapons.
More than like 2 or 3 guns for each thing. Like Chapter 2 Season 2 was so good because you had like 5 ARs in at one time. Like, that was so much more fun to play with than having, like, 2 ARs and one of them sucks. Like, I don't understand the point of that. Like, you can have the tack and the pump and then add, like, 2 other shotguns.
Right, exactly. Exactly. Just keep the pump and the tack in every season and add new shotguns on top of that. That way you have something to fall back on in your loot pool.
But that's the problem is they take all the good weapons out. Like they took the Reaper away, they took the Thunderburst away, they took the crap. What's it called? The Striker. Like everyone liked the Striker more than the Nemesis is what I mostly got the consensus from. And then they're like, yeah, let's just take it out and then leave the Nemesis AR in for. Did they ever bring the Striker back in season 4? They did, right?
Yeah.
They didn't before. Never,
And it's
never
like,
had-
yeah,
Gosh,
then they took out the Thunder. I
yeah,
thought the
forgot.
combat shotgun was pretty good. They took out the combat. It's just like
Yeah.
it's just they only keep the weapons in that are the meta, like the Gatekeeper. Like I don't think the Gatekeeper was bad. I didn't mind using it, but I got tired of using it. I got tired of using it. It was just like it wasn't satisfying.
That's all you use.
Yeah, and it's like I don't know. It's just like bring back
Same thing with the location.
all these different types. Like we have all the different types of weapons. You have diverse versions of all these weapons that have worked. Like stop trying to put these weapons in that suck, that no one likes, and bring back the old ones. And if you put a weapon in that's good, keep it in. If people like it, keep it in. Like, why take it out? I do not get it.
Here's what I was thinking about, right? I was thinking for every single game of Chapter 5, I had a predetermined loadout in my head because there were objectively better weapons than others, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I had a predetermined loadout in my head every single round I would drop from the battle bus. I already knew what I was going to get.
Exactly.
Wanted to get.
And you knew where you're going to land, too. You land at like the same 3 places every single game.
But
Exactly. And in Chapter 2, it's way more diverse than that because every POI is good, it has good loot, and get this, I didn't know
right, it was actually a decision.
What loot I want, right. It was something I had to make in the moment.
And remixes brought that back.
I have a heavy AR droid.
And same thing,
exactly.
And I want to
It
go out
brings
on a
that
limb and say that Reload has the same feeling.
Yes.
With the loophole
I think
right
also
now,
part
with
of
the
it was
loophole
really
right now,
skill.
you cannot tell me that you're just like taking the exact same guns every single game. And if you do,
For me, in Reload, I always go for the hammer.
Yeah.
I always go for the hammer.
I get what you're saying.
like
I get what you're saying,
you're
but, like, I
always
feel
gonna
like
have your preferred guns. You're always gonna have your preferred guns, but you know you're not always going to only carry those guns is what so you're always going to have your preferred guns. Like for me, I always prefer as an example, I always prefer the Ranger shotgun over the Striker pump shotgun, but that doesn't mean that the Striker pump shotgun is bad. So if we take that back to the Chapter 5 example that we were going to earlier, just because I prefer to use the Frenzy Auto shotgun over the Hammer Pump shotgun, that does not mean that you have to make the Hammer Pump shotgun bad, and that doesn't mean that it has to be unusable. If they made it good, and somebody preferred using the Hammer Pump over the Frenzy Auto, but I preferred using the Frenzy Auto over the Hammer Pump. Like, there are people out there who prefer using the Striker Pump over the Ranger, and there are people like me who prefer using the Ranger over the Striker Pump. So when weapons are like that and they're balanced, the game works better because there's variety and there's balanced variety, and weapons are actually good, and or all weapons are bad, or all weapons are really good. And if all weapons are really good, or if all weapons are really bad, then all weapons are really good. And that sounds super convoluted, but there's a difference between Chapter 5's loophole and how you, Twisty, and Pojo all dropped at the same location every time, all went for the same loadout every time. You did that because you had no other choice. But in Reload, in Chapter 2 Remix, you would drop at the same location every time. Maybe you drop at a different location every time. I know I do. But you go for a loadout, but if you don't get that loadout, it's okay because all weapons are good and all weapons are balanced. And when the game has that kind of loophole, it works better.
They're just viable. At the end of the day, it just comes down to all the weapons are viable. You can make combinations with them, and at the end of the day, it'll work out. Assuming, obviously there's some weapons that some people are better at and some people are worse at, but if you look at it on a broad spectrum, they're just viable compared to Chapter 5 weapons. I feel like, anyways. I don't know if I'm wrong, but...
No, you're 100% right.
I agree with you.
Because, there was no way, even, gold hammer pump, no thanks. I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah, taking
I took gold hammer pump
every time.
The gold hammer pump is a nerfed gray pump.
It's actually it's so bad. shoot, I low key forgot what I was gonna say. Well, Chad, I think we've covered everything, and a little bit more, but
A
so I think
little
we're
bit.
gonna, yeah, a lot more than we planned to cover in today's episode, but that's how it usually goes, and I gotta tell you, I would never have it any other way. So I really appreciate you guys coming and showing out for this podcast. And reminder, we have episodes every week, so if y'all are cool with it, and if does anybody on the panel have any other things to say before I close us out here?
Listen to us on Spotify.
Yes, listen to
Fire.
us on
Oh,
Spotify.
yeah.
We're uploading episodes. I think I've uploaded episodes 1 through 7, and I go back and I upload them with relative frequency. But episodes 1 through 7 are up, and if you're on the go, wherever you're going, or if you're playing Fortnite and you're all alone, you can listen to our podcast on Spotify. Rewatch some of your favorite episodes, or watch some of the episodes that you could not make it to. But thanks for pointing that out, Smurf, because I totally forgot, and I will upload some more episodes to Spotify tonight. But that is going to be it for today's episode. So thank you so much for tuning in, and we have loved the support that each and every one of you have given us. Make sure to go watch, support, and subscribe to each of the channels represented on this panel, and subscribe to this channel, the Worthless Opinions Podcast, to never miss an episode every Sunday at 6 p.m. But that is all we have for today. So thank you so much for watching, and see you later, and have a fantastic week.